Hey, what's up, guys? Making sure everything's running smoothly before we get started. I started a little early. Oh, wow, my microphone really doesn't want to. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully the stream loads up. There we go. Okay. Webcam, what's going on, everyone? How are you? How are you? Got Reed Richards, Zed. How are you guys? Hopefully it's nice, nice right now. We're about 23 minutes away from the stream. I just wanted to pop in here and start early, because I haven't streamed in a while. You know what I mean? Which character are you most psyched for? I'm excited for Dani Moonstar. Okay, like, just so you guys know, her outfit in the game is literally from the Legion, the Return of Legion, which I actually have over here in my collection. Yeah, her is right there. So I'm most excited for Dani. Even though I did predict Lady Deathstrike to come to the game this year, I correctly predicted her. I just predicted her in the wrong month. So I'm excited to see her come. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I just think it's cool. Those characters this month. I'm trying to see. Okay. Well, I don't have the copy of the picture I used, but it comes from the 2009 New Mutants comics, which I have all of them in this book, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And Lady Deathstrike's cool. I'm excited to see how the story is gonna go, because Dani Moonstar, obviously New Mutants, X-Force member, Lady Deathstrike, kind of an X, she's been on the X-Force, but like, they're obviously going to be foes, so I'm really curious on how the story is going to go. That'll be interesting to watch. I'm excited for Dani as well. It's about time we get more mutants. Yeah, absolutely. I know, right? First mutant in the year. New content is a tournament. Yes, new content is a tournament. Here, I'll put the Marvel link. It says Battle Realm Brawl. Obviously, they're going to reveal on the stream, but all it says is Marvel Con Champion's next major competitive event, and it says announce it on the stream. What's up? What the fuck, man? We're Shatterstar and Forge, right? Man, I was so okay. Dani is a New Mutants member, right? Like, to me, I was definitely, when we were theory crafting, I was like, okay, it could be Dani. But I don't think she's iconic enough as, Forge or Banshee or a lot of other people were guessing. She's been on the X-Men, I think, like once or twice. But yeah. I just, oversight on my end. But I'm hoping Forge still comes. Dani, if she's not X-Force, which I think she is going to be, but like depending on where she fits on the map, because there's a space on the map next to Sunspot, her New Mutants partner, or with the X-Force. So if she goes by Sunspot, then that leaves the X-Force spot open for Forge, because it seemed like they were specifically teasing Forge. So hopefully that still comes to the game. Yeah. So is it like Summer Showdown? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's more like a battleground. Like, obviously the finale for Summer Showdown, the 2021, was basically the introduction of Battlegrounds. So I'm assuming it's some type of Battlegrounds tournament. But, instead of doing those boss fights to then do the Battlegrounds tournament, I think it's specifically all Battlegrounds, is what I'm guessing. I literally have no info on this. It said November, I think is what the tweet said. So, that'll be cool. Where's my boy Franklin Richards? Well, he isn't a mutant anymore, so there is that. Is Dani Moonstar connected to Ghost Rider? No, Dani Moonstar is not connected to Ghost Rider. You might be thinking of Kushala, who's also Native American, and she's actually is the Ghost Rider and Sorcerer Supreme from the 1600s, which is pretty cool. She was both of these were in the Summoner's Choice, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he's not a mutant anymore. How? Basically, he never was a mutant, which I'm glad, because I always hated that he was a mutant. It didn't really make sense. But Yeah, they revealed in the X-Men comic a couple years ago that he was like, "Oh, you don't have a mutant gene. You never did. You just thought you did. So that's why we thought you had one. Is because you made everyone think you had one." And Franklin, I don't think he still has his powers back yet. I mean, I haven't read the recent run, but I read the last run, and at the end of it, he still had no powers. So, who's the better? Who's the better legacy character? That's right. That's my boy Legion. I'm just messing with you, Reed. But yeah. Oh man, it's pretty cool. Franklin would be cool to come in the game. They just have to, same with Legion. They'd have to nerf everything about him. So would it be fair for him to come to the game? I'm hoping at least as like an NPC. I think it'd be cool. Is that Lady Deathstrike from the Fox X-Men universe? It's not. Obviously, it is the same, character by name and powers. But obviously, we get the comics version. So, but yes, it is the same character. In the movie, she was a mutant, so her nails extended like Wolverine. In the comics, she does do that, but it's not because she's a mutant. She's actually a cyborg who has enhancements with her adamantium nails, and she actually has the techno-organic virus, which Cable has, and it's what Warlock is, basically. Have you completed Jedi Survivor? I have, yes. I completed it all on live stream, and then I got the Platinum and 100% off stream, so... Yeah. Yeah, she's not a mutant, only in the movies. People kind of forget that. What's up, Grass? How are you? Man, the disrespect, Grass. I uploaded, I uploaded yesterday my, the graphic for every suit where it comes from this year, and I showed last year's graphic, and then one guy was like, man, every champ was either okay or really good, except for Catherine Britain. I was like, dang, the disrespect on the single character. I just thought of you. But yeah, I'm glad we're getting mutants. Obviously, if you don't know, there's still more mutants to come. I mean, 2. But I was looking at, I was kind of, I'm gonna probably make. Obviously, I'm gonna do my predictions the first week of July, and usually mutants come at the beginning of the year or a little bit close to the middle of the year. So it's interesting. We'll see what the next 2 are, because it's. Yeah. Okay, that hurts. Well, it took her to rank 5. I know. I know. All right. All right. I'll put my tweet out. I can put it in some Discords, let people know I'm live. I'm really sad about Sandman Law. He's just not what it wanted. Yeah, I kind of figured that once I write his kit. I was definitely more interested in Shocker than Sandman. Is Kabam going to be on Twitch or YouTube? I should be both. They're doing a giveaway for... What are they doing again? They're doing a giveaway for something, for some type of crystal, but it's only on Twitch. But they'll be live on both. Did you get K Bishop? I don't. I have the only characters I have this year, because I don't buy featureds, and I only get them through like Cavalier crystals or something. I have Viv Vision, who's pretty cool, actually. I've seen a lot of Simula's videos on her. And Cassie. And I didn't really like Cassie. But yeah. I wanted Absorbing in Zemo. And I want Shocker. And I want Adam Warlock and Moondragon. And of course I want Dani. Like, for me who didn't pick Dani, like, I literally have, like, the comic that this outfit comes from. It's from the Legion comics. From the Return of Legion, so I am excited for Dani. I even predicted her, actually, when she joined the Summoner's Choice. I predicted that she'd be in Summoner's Choice, so that was pretty cool. Have you seen Nick123's video gameplay? I have not, but I am subbed to Nick, so maybe I'll have to check it out. I'm curious if she'll get buffed or not, because we should be this week find out if she's either getting a buff or if they're not going to touch Ant-Man and her, so that'd be interesting. How do you like that? I haven't tried. Like, I just haven't tried her. I did one fight with her, so I'm not like I say I didn't like her, but I haven't tried. And I only have a 5-star, so that kind of puts into perspective that I didn't really try it. It's just what I'm saying. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Damn, Tootin. Darn tootin'. Dang, Flannel Jacks. Retweeted saying darn tootin'. Wanted to start early. Alright. Abyss Nexus. That's what it was. I believe so. She has my beer call with Sandman. We shouldn't be more excited for a human champ like Shocker, and I want to Sandman. It is, yeah, it is what it is. On that, you know, yeah, like, you know what I mean. But I'm I don't know. If I get Sandman, maybe maybe I'll change my mind. Sandman's definitely a disappointment. Yeah, I mean, for one of the most hyped champions in the entire game, I understood why people would be disappointed. So I'm kind of glad Adam delivered. So that's pretty sweet. You know, obviously we're gonna have Mystique next. Hopefully, come to the game. Come to the game. That's funny. Hopefully Jax isn't mad at me for starting early. I love Jax. Let me put this in a different what? Man, I got so many tabs open. Alright, there we go. I'll be honest, it might be one of those people where he gets disappointed at first and then becomes good. Yeah, I mean, plenty of characters have kind of been that way. I mean, Human Torch was kind of that way, where people didn't really figure out. I mean, you know, it's hard to say if Sandman's gonna have like some type of rotation that could be really cool, because I really don't know anything about him. I only read his kit when the CCP gets the kit, and that's pretty much it. I've not even seen any gameplay footage just because April was super busy for me. But really hope they take a good look at Sandman and rebalance him. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, I think Shocker's fine. I think Ant-Man's fine. I mean, maybe Cassie's fine too. I mean, I just didn't know about that much about her, like I said. What's up, y'all? What's up, Exen? How are you, man? I'm very excited to see what this Battle Realm Brawl is all about. Titan crystals. I mean, oh man, it's gonna be a cool thing. The only Sandman does is he reverses Wolverine's healing. Fair enough. Hey, that Sand is. I gotta finish the dialogue for April's event. It was actually really good, and dare I say, has to do with Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's amazing, and it actually does have to do a little bit with it. Only chance worth anything now are those that counter something. Everything else Herc can do. Yeah, man, Herc is really the Swiss, like, he's really the bread and butter of the game, I guess. Now is like a lot of people just use him. Hey, me included, man. He I wouldn't say he carried me through Act 7, but you know, I used him a lot for Act 7 since I became Paragon. Cassie's a good sneaky defender. Archangel bait, and then they realize she's poison immune. Interesting. So she is poison immune. Okay, I did not actually know that. I always thought like the Ant-Man's stuff should be kind of poison immune, just because, you know, they have like mask and everything, and they're like immune to the stuff for the quantum stuff. But hey, did you predict Dani Moonstar coming to the contest? I did not predict her. I could have, but I decided against it because I didn't think she was iconic enough. I did predict Lady Deathstrike, but yeah, Dani Moonstar, I did not. So, yeah, it is what it is. I predicted her to join the Summoner's Choice when she did, but I did not predict her to join this year. Which is interesting because it's kind of crazy that obviously we got Zemo at the beginning of the year. We're getting Dani now. I have Ironheart on my map, and Agatha still hasn't come. Like, it's weird that we got Omega Sentinel after Hercules because she got second place, or we haven't got the second place after Quicksilver. We've only gotten like the middle, like we got fourth place, which was Zemo, and I don't know what place Dani was, but I'm pretty sure she was in the middle because she wasn't in the underdog vote. They live in 10 minutes, or we have 10 minutes. Yep. I just started 20 minutes early because, I wanted to talk to you guys, let you know what's going on. I could actually, let me get rid of this. I can go. Let's see here. Oh no, that's my Elgato. I feel like one of these scenes is it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I was like wondering what it was. Cool. But I need to move my chat. Let's see if I can do this. How'd you guess Absman and Zemo? There was literally no movies about them that month. Well, it was quite simple actually because Titania had a horrible boss energy, and her horrible boss in the comics was Zemo. Absman was, I actually predicted him last year. He didn't join. And then he had a synergy with the Tuma, so I was like, obviously there was a comic where they were partners, and then obviously they literally showed Absorbman and Zemo for January when they teased, so that's literally why, is just because mystery synergies. Any word on Gladiator? Oh yeah, so Gladiator, guys, I'm thinking July, right? So Captain Marvel, was originally supposed to come out in July. Right? Across the Spider-Verse was really supposed to come out in October, and we got Spot. And obviously that was like a kind of crossover event, right? So I think either Captain Marvel is a July event or a November event. If it's a November event, I think Summoner Choice is going to be July, because there was like this side crystal leak that's a mystic in a cosmic champion. And like, to me, okay, cosmic, all right, Gladiator, right? Confirmed to be cosmic, right? Or Captain Marvel movie, which that movie has could be Monica, could be cosmic or science. If she's science, then it could be obviously Moonstone, and then the Mystic could be Agatha. I think, like I said, she got second place. She ties in with Monica being with Monica, or first place winner of the third vote and the second place loser of the second vote. You know what I mean? Could be kind of cool. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, and obviously, if you don't know, we got Hercules in July, and we got Quicksilver in August. So it fits that time frame. How do you think later Deathstrike will be a good champion? I think so. I mean, she's going to be in the tech class. She is a cyborg, so I definitely think she's going to have a lot of cool things. And obviously, hopefully, they learn some stuff with the Mega Sentinel. So, if they release that champion who's a cyborg. More a robot than a cyborg, because Lady Deathstrike has most for human components. Then I think, yeah. I don't know why people like DLL hate Hercules, so I don't get it. He's like a cheat code, basically. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why. Like, my brother gets on me all the time. He's like, "Oh, you use Hercules, right?" It's like, yeah, because he's easy, man. Like, he's easy. And I think that's why, is because, like DLL, who makes champions, who designs these like intricate characters, and I think that's why. Be sure to go like on the channel. Yeah, man. And I'll put the Twitch chat in the live stream if you guys want to watch on Twitch or YouTube. How are you doing? What's up, Bart? How are you? What site leak? Is this the first I've heard about it? It's just one of those leakers. He's been leaking the side crystals all year, and so he leaked July's. I'm like, dang, you leaked July's in May? And it was all Mystic and Cosmic champions. Though the Mystic characters were kind of demonic in a sense of demonic characters, so maybe it even ties into a Mystic character instead of Agatha. I do have like Silence, who is a symbiote who has the Hell mark, but I kind of think that's an October event, but who knows. When is it starting? Glad to see you. It is starting in 4 minutes. Yeah, it should be live in 4 minutes. See, I'm gonna refresh the page. Twitch.tv /kabam. 20k followers. I mean, that's pretty impressive for Kabam. Like, if it wasn't for Jax, this pretty much would not have happened. What do you think about this month's champions? Last month's champions. Now that we're 2 days in, I think they're great. Obviously predicted Adam Warlock. Super happy. Disappointed we didn't get High Evolutionary, especially after seeing the movie. Would have loved to punch him in the face in the game. Just saying. But Moondragon's really cool. I like Moondragon from the comics, which is really cool. Her SP3 is amazing. Her synergy teases people. I don't know. I never play tested with her or anything like that. So if I get her, it'd be cool. Every day one person becomes a silence believer. Yeah, I really think the symbiote could be Mystic. But if I really want them to do a symbiote and a guillotine character, and Silence, I feel like would be more Mystic. So that would be weird to get 2 Mystic characters. But the way we have so many tech characters, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I'll have to run to come back. Yeah, Jack treats with respect. Sadly, minority of Kabam, just in my opinion, is just frustrating. Yeah. Hey, Jay, what would you say if you sent one of your okay. What if I sent you one of my comps of a certain character, hence you have it on your profile? Ooh, really? I would love to see a Legion wearing a Legion t-shirt. My favorite cover. Yeah, for sure, send it to me. What do you think her secret synergy will be, Moondragon? So Dani is actually is gonna be one of the partners. If you've read the synergy, it shows one icon, but then you read the line that says 2 mystery characters, and I think it is 2, unless that's like a coding error. But yeah, Dani is one of them. And there we go. Stream is live. Cool. Stream is live. All right, so let me put the Twitch chat in the link, or if you want to watch it on YouTube, let me get that for you. All right. What did these releases mean for Forge and Mystique? Forge, I gotta think about. If Dani's on the map, where I had Shatterstar on the map, and Forge is still the X4 spot, and Mystique is still that Mystique spot, maybe they go together? We haven't had a double mutant month since the January of last year, so I think they probably have to go together, and it wouldn't be the weirdest part, So, yeah, I think we'll either get both of the characters at closer to. I don't know. It's hard because I really thought we would have got mutants at the beginning of this year, just because 2 years in a row they did that. Or 3 years in a row, right? Oh yeah, 2 years in a row because it's 2023. Yeah. So either we get a mutant event later this year, or we get a mutant event at the beginning of next year. So. Alright, let's unmute this. Alright, cool. Actually, last time this music was copyrighted. So funny enough. 14 months in a row with no New Mutants champs. Yeah. What's your prediction for July? Okay, I've already said it, but dang, they're back. They're here early. Oh no, it is 12.
Official live stream coming to you live from sunny Vancouver in a brand new studio space here. I, of course, am Jax, one of your community managers. Thrilled to have each and every one of you here today.
July, I said Agatha and Gladiator, or Agatha with Monica is kind of what I'm thinking. We've got some
new and exciting things coming to the contest. We've got our June content to discuss, our event quest, our new champions, and a whole slew of other things. Before we dive into the schedule on my list, and all of those types of things, I wanted to say hi to every one of you. So if this is your first time here,
because if they're not doing Shatterstar, they got to be doing
Spiral.
In the
chat, let me know that you're here for your first time. And what I'd love to know from each and every one of you is,
they might be
what title are you guys using in game? Would love to know. Let's see if we got any first-time chatters here. I know we always do. Stefanos54, welcome on in. Great to see you. again,
Hell
I
yeah,
am
Bart.
thrilled
I'll read
to be
this
here in
after
front of
the
you.
stream, or
Patrick, I
maybe
see your name in
during
here
the
as a
stream.
first-time chatter as
Very
well.
cool.
Wilton210, a massive shout out to everybody watching here at twitch.tv/kabam. If you are watching on YouTube, hey, welcome on in. We've got a fantastic show planned for you all, but we do have a giveaway that will be happening later in the stream, so I highly encourage you all to hop over to twitch.tv/kabam, make a quick account. It takes almost no time at all, because if you want to participate in that giveaway, you're going to need to be here on Twitch. And a massive shout out to everybody watching through any of our content creator program restreams. Shout out to K9 in Brazil. I see you guys populating the chat here everywhere, and I love it. Albismar, nailed it. Great to have you here. Welcome on in. Human Torch 69 Classic. Welcome to the internet, everybody. It's great to have you guys here, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. This is my favorite way to interact with you, our wonderful community, our lovely summoners. So thank you for being here. So what are we going to be talking about today? We got our event quests and side quests for June.
Capture.
We've got our 2 newest champions. If you saw the reveal trailer earlier this week, we're going to be talking about Dani, Moonstar, and Lady Deathstrike, our 250th champ to join the contest. 250th. More on that later.
Yeah.
We're also going to, for the first time ever, discuss the Titan Crystal, the starting pool, the rotation, all of those details for the first time.
We're getting the 249. We're getting the 250th character or the 251st character. If we're counting summoners.
We are going to be talking about. No, maybe we just leave it as a surprise. But we've got some big things planned before we wrap up the show with our giveaway. I'm very, very excited. Let's cover some ground rules before we dive into things here. So. This is a game. We work on a game. You love it. I love it. It's so fun. It's so fantastic. Therefore, everyone here hanging out wants to have a good time. We want to hang out. We want to enjoy the things that we love. So this is a safe space for everyone. So the rule is thus.
Midday.
Very simple. Let's simplify it in one term here. Don't be a jerk. That's it. We've got mods in the chat. They're watching. They will toss you if they need to. We don't want to. We want everyone to be able to participate, to love this game and enjoy it. But if you're going to be one of the people to impede that enjoyment from other people, this might not be the space for you guys. All right? So have fun in there. Be kind to each other, because why not? Isn't it so much easier and so much better to be kind to each other? Let's just have a great time here. I saw someone aptly ask, what's the giveaway? Because I didn't say it. We're going to be giving away 5 Nexus Abyss Selector crystals. There's too many words in this title.
Nexus
and
Abyss.
I don't think I get it in the right order any of those times. But that's what we're giving away here, all right? So stay tuned for that later. It's so good to see you guys. We will give you the information on how to enter the giveaway at that time. We're going to do what we did last stream, because when we gave away the 7-star crystal, it was absolute chaos. So what we're going to do instead is what we did last stream. We're going to open it up for 5 minutes. We're going to give you the exact information that you need to enter that giveaway at that time.
Basically type what he says.
So don't worry about that. Snabble's asking a question in chat, and I'll be honest, I've seen it enough times in the forums, asking about when the Battlegrounds store is going to get an update. Let's talk about this real quick.
Oh, cool.
We can't enter this cycle of, if we tell you something new and exciting is happening, that you impatiently and sometimes aggressively, sorry, not to throw this at you, I'm projecting here, just give me a second. You can't be like, tell us when now. If we're going to tell you something and there's something cool coming, we got to be able to tell you that with this understanding that there's a potential that things get delayed. We're basically here to tell you what's new and exciting and what we have planned, but there needs to be this little understanding that sometimes things can change. Juan Dapa, 99, first time chat, welcome on in. So everything that we say in this stream, we have full intentions on executing in as timely a manner as possible, but we have our own timelines. We will communicate those things to you as things grow, come into fruition. It's going to be great. I hope that you guys are hyped to be here. What do you guys think? Should we just get into it? Let me show you your new set before we really dive into things. Take a look at this.
June is supposed to...
this. Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Again, we've talked about this in the past. We are able to enhance this stream and make it as great as humanly possible because you guys buy into it. Because you're here, you're hanging out, and you're showing support to these streams. We're able to improve it, make it look cooler, add new cool giveaways. We've talked about some new plans that I can't say anything about, but it happened 5 minutes ago before we started, and it sounds super cool for future giveaways and things. We got some cool stuff going on. So take a look at our beautiful set, and thank you all for the support that you've shown us so far.
Got some white legs.
Thank you for the compliment on the Groot shirt. It's one of my favorite ones. It is old and kind of gray now, so I have to wear shirts over it, but here we are.
Hey, I got white legs too.
Okay, let's dive into things. So what's new and exciting coming to the contest in June? Let's start with our event quest and a lovely little narrative wrapper we've got there.
I appreciate you streaming if I don't have access to Twitch. Yeah, man. And there's also the official YouTube link as well. If you want that,
Sunspot and Warlock are attacked by a band of mutant mercenaries led by Lady Deathstrike. The duo wind up crash landing in the barren wastelands of Battleworld, where they encounter an unexpected ally, Dani Moonstar. Working together, these heroes will need to outwit and outmaneuver Lady Deathstrike and her mercs to escape Battleworld and return to Krakoa safely. Krakoa? Krakoa.
Krakoa.
Which one?
Krakoa.
No? Anyone on set?
Krakoa.
Krakoa. That's what we're going to lock in. Let's stick with it. But escape is not so simple for the former New Mutants. When the trio discover a mysterious escape pod containing the World Seed, a powerful Asgardian artifact, they realize their survival may decide the fate of the entire battle realm. Will Dani be able to face her fears and secure the seed, or will it fall into the hands of Lady Deathstrike and doom the contest?
So that's why they mentioned this should be the key to Galactus' defeat.
Let's take a sip.
And people were like, oh, this must mean an overpowered mutant.
I see some hype for Dani in chat here, which I'm really excited for.
So it's really definitely the World Seed is the key to defeating Galactus.
Because I know Dani was a part of the Summoner Choice a few editions ago, and I know there was a lot of hype around that.
Second one.
I think she's super cool, and we're going to be talking to the designer, the person who created her in just a moment.
Araka's also in the contest.
But
and yeah, Jack's about man for Crushing Pride Month, dude. Dude, yeah, he's awesome.
Let's chat about our side quest. And because of the feedback we received over the last couple of months and some of the confusion, not necessarily the confusion, but the complex nature of some of our side quests, we're going to dive in and I'm going to give you a little bit of details about how to play this and play it as smoothly as possible. So welcome to Metal Infestation. An interdimensional portal has opened up on the multiverse right here in the Battle Realm. Pouring through the portal are out-of-control mechanical spider bots. These mechanical critters were stuck in self-replicating mode, creating hundreds of thousands of themselves. Miles Morales has disabled the self-replicating feature, but now he needs your help. The spider bots have been contained to one sector of the battle realm, but there's no telling how long they can be kept quarantined there. So welcome to Metal Infestation. Now, a couple of details to help set you all up for success. There's a number of steps that you're going to need to follow in this side quest. They are thusly. You are going to need to get a seize device to enter the side quest. One seize device can be used on any difficulty and will be consumed upon entry. You will get these seize devices by completing a solo event that will be populating these seize devices every other day. So you will need to use your Spider-Verse tag champions, and you will get bonus points for doing so against robot or metal enemies. Once you have enough points, it's 10. It's not that many. It's not 10. You get 10 per Spider-Verse champ. It's still not that many. Once you earn that device, you can then go into the side quest. Once you're there, you will see a path with 7 fights on it. Each fight that you successfully complete will earn you spider bots. You will take those spider bots directly to the spider bot exchange store, and you will buy whatever it is you want to see. Whatever it is. Additionally, those seize devices will be consumed on entry, but if you choose to leave that quest at any time, you will bring with you the spider bots that you've accumulated on the way. There's a lot of other goodies and celebration things because, hey, Spider-Verse comes out today in theaters, in a theater near you, probably. Go see it, then go in the game, create your Spider-Verse team, get through this side quest It's gonna be fun.
And I say,
I'm excited.
That movie.
So again, if you want any more of those
very
details,
much has to do with
any more information,
I don't know if you guys have seen that.
The
if you
outline
read that event
of what's
or
in the
watched
stores,
movie,
anything like that, please head over to the forums. We're in there pretty much daily. There's a lot of conversation around the game there. Hey, I'd love it if you hopped in there and told me what you loved about the contest. I really would. Okay, let's dive into this month's champions. I'm excited for them. I know that these two champs are some of the longest requested champions being added to the contest. To the best of my knowledge, they've been here since long before my time. They've been on the list. They're getting ready for things. Nice. So let's talk about Lady Deathstrike.
I just thought it started for a second.
Lady Deathstrike comes to the contest. We've got deep
Lady
dives
Deathstrike was
going
number
live on our
14
YouTube
on the
channel
MCOC
later
wishlist,
this weekend.
Dani
You're not going to want to miss those for all of the information that you need to know about this champion. But for now, we're going to show you a quick snippet here coming from the one and only Karate Michael, who works hard on these deep dives. Again, you can see the full video this weekend, but for now, let's take a look at the most ideal way to play Lady Deathstrike. Take it away, Michael.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building up your ferocity charges. If necessary, finish your combos with medium attacks to keep your fuel block active. Continue doing so while building up your power, and once you reach about 2 bars, you should hit 75 charges and enter ferocity. The key here is not to block, so you can keep it paused for the remainder of the fight. Build to just under 3 bars, and launch your special 2 to extend its duration while stacking on a massive amount of rupture debuffs. Now that you're ramped up, chain your special 1s to extend the duration of your ruptures with your torment. And if you happen to slip up, don't stress. Your nanobots have you covered.
Yeah, look at that.
Now, let's check out some of her notable synergies.
And that's your first look at the kit surrounding Lady Deathstrike. I'm excited for them to join the contest. If you saw X2 way back, and that was a movie. It was definitely a movie. Was it a good one? Hard to say. Some people will be mad about it, but I think it was okay. Anyhow, I went to Karate Mike and said, hey, give me some more information about Lady Deathstrike. And Karate Mike came back with this. She hates Wolverine, so obviously she's really good at countering Wolverine. All of them, including Weapon X. She causes mutant champions unstoppable and unblockable abilities to fail if they're suffering from a heal block, so she's a prime option to turn off all of his annoying defensive redacted. I had to censor this one. He feels very passionately, and I respect it. Not only that, she also comes equipped with her nanobot regenerators, which have her back during daunting special attacks. If she's struck by a special 1 or 2, she gains a nanobot regenerator passive for the duration of the special attack, passively regenerating 90% of the hit taken over a 0.5 seconds, I don't know. And if she's suffering from bleed or poison, she regenerates even more. She also comes equipped with armor up buffs, heal block, and rupture debuffs, and is ready to tackle any tough mutant defender in her way. I hope you all are excited for Lady Deathstrike to join the contest later this month as our 250th champion. That's crazy, you guys. Let's take a second. 250th champion.
250.
That is the most of any Marvel game, any officially licensed Marvel game. That is the most of almost any fighting game I've heard of, and I'm sure there's going to be people that tell me I'm wrong, but that's an insane number. I think we can all agree on that.
2D arcade type of fighter game? Yes,
all right, let's take a step backwards here. We're going to talk about Dani Moonstar coming to the contest, number 249. I'm very excited for this
they're not
one.
counting
I think the design looks very
Summon
cool.
Symbiote.
And we're going to talk to their very creator.
I find that
going to be joining us on set after this quick
technically
video
it's 250 and then 251.
To play Dani Moonstar again from the legend Karate
And so
Mike.
Dani releases
Take it
first.
away.
So
Check
Dani's
out
technically the
Moonstar.
250th character. If we're counting Summon Symbiote, which we technically should.
To begin, strike the opponent and build to 10 in your combo to gain your first illusion. Block a basic attack to activate your falter, then chain a 5-hit combo into your special 1 to inflict your energy vulnerability passive and gain another illusion. From here, trigger your falter again to start maxing out your neural arrows and prowess buffs while building up to your special 2. While doing so, use your falters to gain easy openings.
Really cool. I'm glad they're going into the
And when you're ready to strike, trigger your falter and launch your special to gain 5 more prowess buffs as you admire all the red numbers flying across the screen. Oh yeah, and those neuroshock passes can do that.
They're both
Now let's check out some of her notable synergies.
And we're back. I am joined now on set by first-time guest. Be kind, be loving, be generous, as they've worked very hard to bring you something excellent into the contest. Please say hello to Thomas from our Champ Design team. Thomas, welcome to the show.
Thomas,
Great to have you. So you created Dani Moonstar. That's pretty exceptional, but let's take a step back here. How long have you been at Kabam, and how long have you been working creating champs for the contest?
Yeah, so I've been at Kabam for just over 3 years
Ricky
now.
Thomas.
But the first, I want to say, 2.5 years or so of that were actually on the Quest team.
His audio is really low.
I did move over to the BCG team, or sorry, the Champions team, sort of late last year, and I've been making characters and having fun ever since.
That's very, very cool. So you said that you worked on some of our Quest stuff previously.
So obviously this is Eclipse. If you guys don't know who this is,
we're going to be trading out your microphone. Apparently, it's a little wonky. So you hop off, and I'll just sit here and I'm going to banter. Hey, Problem Not says, say no to LGBTQ plus propaganda in games. Hey, we're going to go ahead and kick you from this chat. If we can go ahead and take care of that real quick. Happy Pride, everyone. This is a safe space for everybody. We are a warm and inclusive community here, and we're not going to tolerate that. If that bothers you in any way, kindly leave. Otherwise, we'll make sure to take care of you, all right? We're here. We're enjoying ourselves. And Thomas is back on the set. Okay, so you said that you previously worked on some Quest stuff. Do you have anything that will stand out in people's minds as like some awesome quests? Anything that stands out in your mind as like some accolades that you're really proud of?
Yeah, for sure. One of my
microphone's still low.
event quests that I was the most proud of working on was actually last November's event quest, the Wakanda Forever tie-in with Shuri and Atuma. Internally, we affectionately called it No Parry November, because of Shuri's non-contact hits and the way that Atuma punishes parry itself. So we really leaned into that for that month. I know it caused a lot of people a lot of pain, but it was a fun event quest to work on. And then I also did the Sinister Celebration meta event back in 2021 when No Way Home was coming out, and I'm the one that snuck in to be or not to be, and rue the day, and tomfoolery into the chapter names, and everybody thought it was big No Way Home spoilers, and got media attention all over the place, and maybe a small talking to by our marketing department. Yeah, it was a good time.
They literally made articles on it from like comic
shout out to anyone in our game or industry in general that goes out of their way to put puns into things. I love them. I think puns are like the highest form of intelligence and comedy combined. I think it's fantastic. So you've been working with our champ design team for a little while now. What has been some of the champs to date that you've worked up on?
Yeah, so earlier last year I collaborated with Kabam Lex on Scorpion, and that was really like a lot of fun.
Yeah, those
really
two people
amazing seeing the character sort of come to life. From, you know, I mostly handled the paper planning side of the character, and Kabam Lex sort of handled the implementation and sort of seeing the character across the finish line. And then once I did move to the BCG team in my own right, I built Sandman that just came out a couple months ago.
Sandman, let's go.
Dani Moonstar and a couple more things that are not announced yet.
I'll say the reception I've seen around Scorpion and Sandman has been exceptional. So, hey, if you want someone to thank for being excellent and adding great champs to the game, Thomas is on that list. Okay, let's talk about Dani Moonstar. We see, how did you refer to this image?
That's a bad hug.
That's a bad hug on the screen here. But walk us through
like
Dani Moonstar. Let's start this way. Why are people going to want Dani Moonstar on their roster?
The bears like doing this.
Sure. Dani Moonstar is one of the first mutants that we've had in the contest for a little over a year now. You know, and we really wanted to lean into. You know, it's been a while since we did a mutant, so let's make an attacker character that people actually play as.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to lean into what makes Dani cool, and you know, first of all, you know, she's our first Indigenous champion in the game, and that's an amazing thing. We want to make sure that we're having the contest represent everybody, so that's an awesome thing to really.
Finally, I've been waiting for the first.
But as an attacker that sort of plays with the idea of fear. We wanted to take away.
Also, it's Indigenous.
Sort of like, I wanted to lean into sort of taking away skill champion's best toys. You know, she has a big, juicy, slow passive on her special 1 that will take away their opponent's ability to do unstoppable and evade effects, and she may or may not be able to turn off Nick Fury's LMD. So she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mike has been me and Mike, we've been chatting a little bit about it as we've ramped up, and we do all our own studying to try and be familiar with the champ as best as we can. And Mike's been walking around saying, if Dani Moonstar kills you, you stay dead. Yep. So I think that's impressive. I think that's very cool, and I think it's going to be very highly sought after, basically as one of very few champs that have that ability and such a direct path to it, right? We're not like reducing ability accuracy or anything like that. We're
getting
just
rid
like,
of cheat death mechanics.
Nah. And I think that's awesome. So what does Dani Moonstar have in their kit that kind of sets them aside, and where in the contest do you really see them thriving?
Yeah, so Dani has a really cool marked passive that's part of her SIG. And so this is not necessarily tied to Nick Fury's LMD, but it is targeted towards expanding that idea of dead means dead. So, so she has, with the marked ability, she turns off the ability accuracy of immortality, regeneration, and indestructible effects on champions.
Specifically on Hercules.
While they're below 10% health. So that's going to turn off Hercules' immortality, immortal Hulk's immortality, Hela's indestructible, and
I like the twinkle in the eye.
And
cool.
Obviously, a number of regen effects.
Nah, that's Nightmare.
Really targeting those characters that want to cheat death.
Yeah.
Leading into her time as a Valkyrie in the comics for a long time as well.
Yeah, I always, you touched on it briefly there too, and I always find it so interesting how, you know, our art team, fantastic, and they take what's on the page and they bring it to life in a visual perspective. It's a very like one-to-one relationship.
Which, by the way,
but I love seeing how our game team in creating these champs essentially takes the lore and the story and the character itself to develop a skill set based around that. So how did you take these kind of storylines that Dani's been involved in and add that to her kit and make it feel like you're playing someone from the comics?
Yeah, that's a tricky one with a character like Dani. She's got a long history, but she's sort of always been sort of in the background of X-Men comics or New Mutants. You know, primarily in the New Mutants comics, which is sort of the, you know, not as an insulting thing, but the X-Men's B team for a long time. So sort of,
I didn't think she was iconic enough.
And find some older stuff, and or even their most recent New Mutants movie from Fox. Yeah, so basically you want to, as I mentioned, sort of, I was like, okay, she manipulates the opponent's sense of fear. She wants to sort of present them with their worst nightmares. We have a lot of art limitations. I can't be like, what's Captain America's worst fear? What's Red Skull's worst fear? And like just throw that in their face. That's a lot. 240
fears in SP3.
The art team would explode on me.
Yeah.
So I had to sort of really lean onto the idea of taking
NPC
tools away.
characters,
so sort of
and
like, no, you don't
way
get to be
high.
unstoppable, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
While also
80,
just
70 plus character
doing a
NPCs,
ton of damage.
That you can fight.
She
plus all
really
playable
leans on the
characters.
prowesses as a mutant champion, and you know, when she knocks you down, you
the
stay down.
Movie was really bad.
From quite
it wasn't my favorite.
health value
it was
to start
pretty
with.
pointless of a movie, but
at
least the
I think it's
got
very
a
cool. And she has a bow and arrow and
guns.
A gun. So what more can you ask for? That's a dual threat. That's what we call it in the biz. Dani. Fantastic addition to the contest, number 249. I'm really excited to see it, and I'm sure other people are as well. Thomas, thank you for joining us on the set here today. Thank you for being a guest. Thank you for all of your knowledge and insight and your hard work going into the contest.
He's my favorite. Like, if I had to choose my favorite employee, it's actually Thomas.
All right.
Sorry, Jackson.
Let's move along here. We are going to change gears in a bit here and talk about the Titan Crystal. We're going to give you the first details. We're going to be talking about who's going to be in the pool, how does it rotate, how do you get these crystals, all of these things. But again, welcome on in to everybody in the chat. I really do want to connect with you guys. And I appreciate you all being here, for engaging positively,
kind of bullied Dani,
for hanging out, and honestly, we have a fantastic community here. We love the passion, and we love being able to hang out with you all. So let's take a look forward in our show. We are also going to be talking after Titan Crystal about our next in-person event coming to the contest.
Yes.
And we will be doing our little giveaway for the 6-star Nexus Abyss Crystal Selector. Selector Crystal. I don't know. I keep getting it wrong. I'm panicking. It's fine.
In-person event, man. I want to go to that.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at someone in the chat who says,
Mr. Fantastic,
we don't like you. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh my God.
They hate us because they ain't us. That's what they say. I'm joined on the set now by the one and only hold on, let's back up. I'm joined on the set now to talk about the Titan Crystal by someone far smarter and far more knowledgeable than myself. Please welcome to the show, for the first time, John. John, welcome on in.
Different John.
Here
I'm
on Jax
excited.
TV.
Oh, Jax TV.
Love what you've done with the place.
Thanks. I wish I could take credit for it, but we have a very hard-working team here, working behind the scenes to set up all of our video products and things here as well. So we're going to dive into the Titan Crystal.
Which are mostly trophies from previous
John has been pretty integral for pulling this
NYCCs.
together. John works very hard and is responsible for so many cool things that you guys have in the contest. So we're going to do some curated Q&A, hopefully at the end of this. Throw your questions in chat. We have moderators that are going to be going through to pull ones that we want to address. This presentation, this info dump, should be relatively thorough, so I think we're going to cover most things. I don't know that we're going to have a ton of questions by the end of it, but I'm excited. So before we dive in, let's point out Titan Crystal information, Titan Crystals in general, are very important. It's very cool information to be having come to the contest, but Titan Crystals are going to be sparse. You're not going to be opening tens of these every single month. It's going to be rare. It's going to feel like an accomplishment, and all of the design intent around it is meant to accommodate that and support that. So before we dive in here.
Maybe it's only cream of the crop champs.
No, let's just dive in here. John, walk us through. What is the Titan Crystal and why is it important?
Sounds good. So I'm going to start from the top. I know some of this is already sort of public knowledge, but in case someone's not up to speed. So basically, the Titan Crystal is the new premium 7-star collection system. It replaces the 6-star featured crystal system for 7 stars. Nothing is changing about the current 6-star featured crystal system for 6 stars.
Dang,
this
John
is the
with
new
no
version
age.
for 7 stars.
Interesting.
Yeah, and basically,
Unless you're paid to win.
it is a limited pool of new champions,
We'll see. I wonder,
as well
you
as
just said you're
6-star
not gonna be
champions that are
opening
being
a
released
lot
as
of them, so
7-star
I doubt
champions for the first
you
time.
can pay to win
I
it.
can confirm today there are, I think, some community suspicions about this, but every new champion released from this point forward will be released as a 7-star.
That's big news. So starting with Lady Deathstrike, Lady D.
I believe Dani's #1.
And Dani, right. I was going to group them together, but you're right. If we're going in order, Dani,
So Dani does release
and
first.
Lady D are both going to be added to the Titan Crystal. So I think that's a really important point as well. If you're not in a position to get a Titan Crystal, right? Say you're not able to chase that right now, you maybe have 1 star, or you're chasing your first one. This information is important to you because it's going to tell you who's going to be added to the base pool after this Titan Crystal kind of deal. So I think that's really, really cool. Every new champ to be released gets added to the Titan Crystal.
Yes, I'm going to put a tiny asterisk there. Potentially not trophy champions. I don't want to box us into a corner there, but every new regular release champion will go into the Titan Crystal and get their.
I thought there is going to be a tour champ this year.
The other, I think, key point about the Titan Crystal that's unlike the current system, there are a number of changes, but I think this is the biggest one, is that there is no overlap between the Titan pool and the base pool.
Yeah, so it allows like hyper-specific targeting of champions, right? With 6 stars currently, you get your featured crystal, and it has a ton of things, a ton of champs that are already in your base crystals. But with 7 stars, you have the 7-star crystal, that pool that we already have, that we were all hyped for in the last month or so. And then you have your Titan crystal that's going to allow you to say, hey, I want one specific champion, I'm going to one place or the other.
That's right. It also is going to make openings of Titan crystals much more exciting for players that only get to open a few of them.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
When? Let's get on to when. When are people going to have access to Titan crystals?
The plan right now is for them to go live on August 16th.
Beautiful. Oh, wow. Super specific.
Yeah, we'll talk about sort of places that you'll be able to get the shards in a bit, but yeah, that's the date right now. Still subject to change potentially if anything goes wrong, but
and
I'm pretty
possibly
confident
August
it's going to be
champions,
August.
but 16th.
Yeah, I got to say you're doing
maybe not
everything
August
right here
champions.
because you're saying the plan is and that things can possibly change. I think it's really important that when we speak about new features or elements coming to the game and how exciting and hyped they are, people tend to be like, okay, well, you told us about it, so when's it happening? Let's use Alliance Quest selectable days as an example, Alliance War set and forget. Those features are coming, but we tell you ahead of time to give you an idea of what's coming to the contest, but we don't give you those specific timelines necessarily because there's a lot of time where people are like, well, you said that day and it didn't happen. So we're always trying to, game development is a massive beast and there's a lot of things that can change on the fly. So I really appreciate you giving everyone the caveat that we're aiming for those days, but it does not necessarily mean that we will land on those days.
Yeah. I know giving a date and then if it doesn't happen, it is a nightmare for you.
Nightmare for me. Everyone yells at me about it. To be fair, the first time it happened when I was working here, it was largely my fault with Act A point 1, I believe.
Yeah.
That was on me.
Yeah, well, fair enough. I'm pretty confident in saying August 16th, or I wouldn't say it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So we've got a Titan Crystal slideshow that I put together, so it's definitely professional and straightforward, informative, and all of those good things. But let's take a look here. And let's start with my favorite place to start, and it always is. Let's start with the art. Yeah. So take a look at this beautiful Titan Crystal, everybody. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it pretty? It was always a placeholder.
Yeah, obviously.
We saw this theorized often. We also saw leaks of the Titan Crystal hit the internet, hit the Twitters, hit all of those things. Hey guys, if you're the person leaking our stuff, please stop. It's not fun. Also, y'all were wrong. Take a look at this.
Ooh.
Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty.
Much better than the one I have up
It's
in the thumbnail.
so pretty. Look at that gold. It just
that's
feels,
what I'm talking about.
It feels precious. It feels valuable.
It still looks like
you
a
know what I
booger.
mean?
It looks how I feel about it.
Oh
that's
my
for
goodness.
sure.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some really positive feedback. I'm seeing some really positive
So
feedback
obviously
in
it's
the
the,
chat
it's the
here.
7-star
I see some
crystals,
flannel
but
hearts
now
too, Ernest. I
obviously
see you.
it's
Welcome
back
on
to
in,
that
everybody.
green color, but
doesn't
now
it look
green
good?
blue with
I know.
almost
Our
like a
team
marbling
crushing it
effect
again.
of gold.
Okay. Let's dive in.
kind of
here.
nice,
This is
yeah.
going to be really important for us.
I think
Hold
it'd
on,
be cool
let
if
me
it
catch
was
up.
black instead of green, blue, and gold. It'd
Let's
be
talk
black and
about
gold or
how
red and
people
gold,
are
but
going to get
I think it still looks cool.
their Titan crystals. So right now,
Design's dope.
we have this acquisition.
Which is
currently.
weird, 'cause
walk us through the dupes here.
The other
Sure. So
leaked crystal
currently the only
for
source of these shards in
was
the game
my
are
thumbnail, which
7-star
is like
dupes.
the
You get
skull.
600 for a
helmet
base 7-star dupe, and you get 1,200 for a max dupe. I don't believe anyone has had a max dupe yet, but that is already in game.
I think someone actually
that
has,
is 3% and 6% respectively of a crystal. So those doing the math at home will know that that means a Titan crystal costs 20,000 Titan shards.
Very, very smart. Good math. I'm sure everyone did it all together at the same time. I sure did. Let's take a look here. I know you mentioned, let's take a pause.
Oof.
Because you mentioned
Brazil's
nobody
flag?
has a maxed out 7-star. If you do and you're watching, I need to know in chat right now if you have a maxed out 7-star. It is very important. All right.
I
Let's
saw
move ahead,
someone have
because
a
that's not going to be the
187
only
star,
way.
so
How
I
else are we going to be
assume
getting
someone's gotta have a
7-star? Or
maxed
sorry,
out
Titan
7-star.
shards.
Right, so later this year, we'll be adding them to rewards. So you'll start to see them
20K like prediction,
likely
my
in
friends.
September in our multiplayer modes in Alliance War and Battlegrounds
it
to
makes
start.
sense, honestly.
And
with
then
7 stars
in
being
endgame
15K
content
and
should
that
come
being
at around the
20K.
same time in maybe late August, September, or maybe October. And then also start to see them in offers in the latter part of this year.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
But so
Okay.
on
Are you ready
caveat
for the-
of you saying pay to win
for
earlier,
one of
then
few big
yeah,
reveals
it
here?
is. You could still
Okay,
be a pay
let's
to win.
talk
if
through
you like
how many champs are in the crystal. So 7-star base crystal.
36.
We got 36
Ooh, nice.
champs, right? So we take a look. Maybe to make this comparison here, you would look to the 6-star featured crystal,
Yeah, if
which
it's
has
still- if you get shards for
24
dupes,
champions.
in
And I'll be
lieu of,
honest,
like,
we
if
went
you're
to
spending
our
money to
CCP,
Paragon
our content
crystals,
creator program,
I mean,
and
yeah,
we said,
you
hey,
could force your way
our
through
Titan
as
crystal is going to
many
have
of these crystals as you could.
24 champions to rival the
Realistically,
6-star
plus
featured
pay to win
crystal, right?
content.
And
It sounds
then
like
they
you
said,
pay to go through it.
but does it have to?
Yeah, they basically the feedback we got was we wanted to feel even more premium than that, and yeah, maybe we can talk about why we're doing this in a second. But yeah, we wanted to feel even more premium than that, and so we heard that feedback and we agree, and so the Titan Crystal will have only 18 champions.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's really
fine.
cool. We talk about how this is like a premium
If you're searching
champ
for a specific
acquisition
character,
tool.
go to the Titan
So
Crystal
this
and
is
get
going
it.
to allow you
So.
even more to hone in on getting that Titan Crystal and the champ that you really want there. So 18 divisible by 3, quick maths. Does that mean that we're going to have 6, sorry, does that mean we're going to have 3 of each class in this crystal?
For the most part, yes. Obviously, sometimes we release 2 champions of the same class in a month, and then at that point, it's not going to be possible. For the most part, it's going to be 3 pools of 6.
So
and
he
each
said
of
it.
those 6,
We haven't
groups of
gotten that
champions
yet.
Will be 1 per class.
2
Very
classes.
cool.
in
So
the
now
same
we're
month.
breaking
We
this
got
up
it
into
last
3
year,
sub
and years
pools or
before,
groups.
but not this year so far.
And we'll tell you
people said
about
it
that,
wasn't
why
gonna
it's going to
happen
have to do
again.
with
But him
rotation
saying
in
that
the base crystal.
specifically,
But let's take a look
definitely
at
I
who
feel
are
like
the
we're gonna
starting
get a double
champs
mystic month
in the Titan
and maybe
crystal.
a double
And
mutant month.
summoners, if you're hanging out and you're watching, who do you want to see added to the Titan crystal? Let's take a look here.
I see the question in chat, are the odds even for every champion? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. I'm seeing a lot of really strong ones. I need you guys to be aware before we even dive in here. Maybe we should set our own expectations.
I don't think it'll be.
We're not giving you Herc in a 7-star right now. All right, I think you all knew, and I know you all want it. But hey, let's take a look at who is in here. So we have. I'm going too far. Hold on.
Way fast.
I flew through.
I saw Mr. Negative.
Hold on.
Hyperion,
That's Group 3. Don't look at that yet. Group 1!
Atuma.
All right. Let's take a look at Group 1 here.
So
Strife,
Odin.
Guardian, Summoner Supreme, Mr. Negative, Atuma, and Odin. That looks pretty rad to me. That looks pretty strong. So what kind of thought process was there in pulling together this group?
Yeah, so for
like
a few things, we're going to talk about the structure of the
Mr.
crystal and
Negative
exactly how that works in a few minutes. But this first group of champions is actually only going to have a sort of a more limited run in the Titan Crystal because we need to make room for new champions to enter, and the first crystal is going to be released when we only have 4 brand new champions. So basically, this group is only going to spend a couple months in the Titan Crystal before they rotate into the base pool. So I personally, of these, I know that you're a big
Which means
Guardian
if we
fan.
are getting a Summoner Choice
fan.
character in June.
I personally am looking forward to
nice.
the 3 on the right here. Odin is a champion I discovered relatively recently. He is not just a buff bot for Hercules and incursions. He has saved my butt in incursions a number of times. So really excited to see him as a 7-star.
Like a buff
Atuma, I have it on good word from our balance team that after his buff, he's going to be a really, really potent defender. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do on defense. He already gets kills in Alliance War on defense, so after that buff, I think it's going to be pretty crazy.
I predicted him, and no one believed
Mr.
me.
Negative, the reason I'm so excited for
like
him is because we really need some more competent Battleground Science champions as 7-stars because for anyone who plays a lot of Battlegrounds, they've probably noticed Mystics are kind of taking over a little bit. It's especially true in the current meta where Science champions are a little bit worse, but even in kind of the general metas where you can kind of play everything,
there's only 3 on the
Mystic
map.
Champions,
We're getting
there's
1
more
this
Mystic
month,
champions
so
in high tier decks than any other class, and so
definitely.
looking forward to
and
this
especially
being
January, February.
Yeah, I know that you are a self-proclaimed. You literally told me 2 days ago that you are a Battlegrounds addict, and I'm envious of the progress that you've made in Battlegrounds. And if I share my in-game tag with all of you, will you promise that if you match with me, that you'll throw the match?
I feel like it's more
because I would really appreciate it. I need some help. My baby Cav account's not getting anywhere. And honestly, that's how it should work. I don't have the account or the skill to get me as far, and I get that. But maybe in the future. All right, let's take a look at Group 2. I know we zoomed through it, but so we got Lady Deathstrike, Dani Moonstar there. We've got Crossbones and Sentry. Hyperion. Sorry, it's early. I'm not a morning person. I knew I was going to get it wrong. I don't know if you noticed the pause. All strong contenders. I'll say that Crossbones was one of the most requested or predicted in the content creator program Discord the other day. So I thought I was happy to give them one.
Can I say a little bit about Hyperion?
Get into it.
The reason that I put him in this crystal is because he's the exact kind of champion that benefits most from becoming a 7-star. And what I mean by that is we have these defenders in the game that I like to call sort of threshold defenders, like Penny and Sasquatch, that have these defensive mechanics that switch on and off during a fight. And as long as you can kind of kill them before the next time it switches on, it's not the biggest deal if they have a little bit more health. With Hyperion, it's different.
They said if they're setting this crystal to have like 3 of each class,
right? You chip away at him, you bait a special.
Then if they're removing these characters from the class,
a little bit more health and tankiness on him,
like let's say obviously a Cosmic
will make him a more potent defender. It will make him more dangerous. There's more opportunity to mess up and push him to SP3. You combine that with stat focus, you can lean into that. Fun fact about Hyperion, you ready for this?
Yes.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like you can take a punch, negative physical resistance. So you can actually use stat focus. I believe it's going to be enough to flip that negative to a positive. We had Aiden talking about our diminishing return curves. That actually is going to improve his tankiness quite a bit against champions that deal physical damage, I think. Number 3, a single dupe to unlock his fullest potential. He definitely does not need high sig. And my 4th thing that I love about Hyperion, that lots of summoners are overlooking, I think, is that he has, in my opinion, one of the craziest relic interactions. The Gamora relic and Hyperion together is like
so if it's a science mystic month, then that might just be my original guess, which was a science.
I'm excited to see him. He's one of the champions that I'm going to be chasing in this crystal.
Hey, what's up, Imagine?
Sometimes when I listen to like you and like Aiden and a number of other people speak, especially about our game, I'm like, We got so many smart people here.
And then maybe that's why the
Diminishing
crystal
returns
is
curves
cosmic.
and stuff. Get into it. I'm excited.
And Mystic because Cosmic has to do with Captain
Pro
Marvel
Cub
and the
3
Mystic
has
to do with
pointed it
Agatha.
out.
And then the actual characters, Monica
Blazeria
and
has
Science
pointed it
Class
out.
and
Yes, this
Agatha
is Group
and the
3.
Mystic.
I didn't mess up the slideshow. That's on purpose. There's 2
My
question
prediction
marks
can
on the
turn into
screen.
real.
John, ask me why.
Brian
What are the two
Braddock,
question
Kevin
marks?
Braddock.
Because
I'm
those
sorry to
camps haven't
disappoint,
been
but Brian
released
Braddock
yet.
is probably
We're
never
going to be
going to
adding
win.
those to the contest now. If you have been paying attention and we said that there's going to be 3 of each class, at least at launch, you might be able to discern July's classes.
Dude.
Ooh, okay. And then let's move backwards to 2. Right? You guys said those were 3. Let's go back to 2, and we'll explain why in just a second here. There's only question marks.
Jax, why are there only question marks?
I'm glad that you asked, John. That's because we are going to be giving all of you the opportunity to vote for who gets added to the Titan Pool. 1 for each class. If you are not already following us on Twitter, twitter.com/Marvel Champions. On the dates on the left side of your screen, you will be voting for the classes on the right side of your screen. You will be picking from a
crazy.
small handful of champions. 3, 4,
I like that,
3,
though.
4,
4 per class.
4 champions per class. And you were telling me they're good.
They are very good.
Everyone's going to spam
I'm
Kirk.
really looking forward to this because
they're gonna blacklist
for
some
most of the
characters.
classes,
I feel
I
like
have
they have
no
to.
idea who is going to win.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be a really lively debate in the community about the strategy here. Are you looking for champions with the highest ceiling? Are you looking for
But
champions
also,
that
it
are
might
best
be like
out
a
of the
Twitter
box
poll where they
without
can only
any sig
choose
ability?
4 characters. So they can obviously.
Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty lively debate, I think.
It's probably just going to be multiple choice.
It's kind of
and whatever
crazy.
they
Some of the
give
champions
you.
that are in there are pretty crazy. People will see it. But yeah, I don't know who's going to win a lot of these votes. So
And
I'm
I think that's
excited
great.
about it.
I think that's great. I know that with our last Summoner's Choice, we were like, cool, let's make it almost exactly that, where there's no clear-cut winner. It was before my time, but coming in and talking about Summoner's Choice in the past years, there was almost always like 1 or 2 standout
did predict the
champions
first
that we
winner and the
think
second
were going to
winner.
go the distance and that type of thing.
And
So,
third winner.
yeah, twitter.com/Marvel
close.
Champions. I'm seeing Nath Green doesn't have Twitter. Quick email. You don't even need any followers. You don't need to really chase the Twitter beast, but you can vote on these with just any
Yeah,
account.
but Twitter,
it's going
you
to take
gotta
you no
be
time at
14
all.
years old or something like
I'm
that,
seeing
just in
a
case for you younger
question
viewers.
from Aki Gotham Punk. Good according to you or
Magic.
community? Let me just tell you that
There's no way she's going to
John's
become a 7-star before a 6-star. Just think
sensibilities
about that
and
right now.
mindset when approaching this game is almost always from community perspective. John, like we said, is a Battlegrounds addict, loves this game, and wants what's good for the game. So when we look at these types of things, myself included, and Mike as the community team, we're saying what's going to excite the community. What is going to bring them together and make them very, very, very excited. So, again, Monday, June 5th, and then every other business day through the rest of, till mid-June, Mystic, Science, Skill, Mutant, Tech, Cosmic, in that order.
They are verified, so they could do a poll.
Marvel Champions to vote. All right, before we dive into why we mixed up the champ orders, I'm going to remind you guys that we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. 1 of 5 Nexus Abyss Selector crystal selectors. 1 of those. You can be entered to win. Stick around for details on that. And we're going to be talking about the next in-person MCOC event. I'm very, very excited about it. Oh, stick around. Okay, so let's take a look here. Champ rotation. Why did we present the groups in reverse order? Because we wanted you to know which champs were in the crystal, first and foremost, and to let you know that Group 2, for the community vote, the ones that you select will be rotating into the base pool sooner, right? So we've got Group 1, and you can see at the bottom of this very
it is Zion's
colorful,
Mystic,
very
so I
offensive
really
Sarkat
think it's
Murdoch
got to be
chart
Agatha
here,
and Monica.
that
I generally
we've got the
think
dates
that.
set for when they're going to rotate. So what's it looking like cadence-wise to go Titan pool into the base pool?
Yeah, so basically, champions will join the.
Did it just freeze? Oh, they just went offline. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, it crashed. Let's see if they're live.
Pool into the base pool.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically.
Nope, they are live. They're off YouTube. Okay, damn. Well, shit. Adam Warlock.
Basically, champions will join
Okay. Yeah, I just crashed. Damn. Is it back? Okay, it is back. Sweet. That's funny. Gotta love Kabam servers. Well, this has nothing to do with Kabam servers. That's funny.
And we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. Technical issues, they happen. Tech issues in a live entertainment venue like this, they happen. I'm glad that you stuck around. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we're talking about rotations from group to group into the base pool. So what's this cadence look like?
Yeah, so I'm not sure when we got cut off, but basically what I was saying is the June-July champions go into the Crystal in August, so that gives you an idea of kind of like how champions enter. And then basically every 2 months, this chart moves one to the left. The group 1 here will rotate into the base pool. Group 2 will take its spot as the next group to rotate in. The plan right now is for Group 2, those community vote champions, to join the base pool near the end of this year. And then whenever a group rotates out, 6 new champions will take their place. And like I said, Group 1 will rotate into the base pool. That's also our opportunity to rotate or to add any other champions to the base pool if we want to.
So we can add straight to the base pool. We're not every champ is going to go Titan pool into the base pool. We might just throw people right in the base pool.
That's correct. We are going to maintain that philosophy of no bad 7 stars, so people don't have to worry about that. But can I do a little teaser, actually?
Tease it, whatever you want.
Okay, so right now the plan is that there will actually be 6 other champions, 1 of each class, joining Group 1 in the base pool. And those 6 champions are actually exclusive rewards for our Legends event in August.
Ooh, we got stuff planned through to the end of the year. Who knew?
Yeah,
we actually have a lot of plans through to the end of the year. We'll be talking about that likely at the beginning of July on that live stream. But yeah, that's some exciting stuff.
Yeah, the Legends
With
event.
Agatha, I said Monica
I know
Rambeau.
I set expectations.
Because I feel like
by
she's
saying
more of
this.
a science character than a cosmic
I'm pretty confident
character.
in saying it's going to be one of the greatest free-to-play events we've ever run. It has been completely reworked for this year, and it is going to be incredible. So summoners can look forward to that in August.
So, you know, manage expectations.
I'm not doing it. It's so good that I'm confident
I like
in saying
that confidence.
Yeah.
I like that confidence. Okay. Let's take one quick last look here. This is what it's going to obviously look like as we continue. By the time we hit October, Group 1 is going to be already in the base pool, and then Group 4 is going to join the Titan Crystal and look for an April addition to the base pool.
That's right.
So it's
all right. That's everything that we have for that presentation.
So that comes out in April 2024. Then
John,
that's got to be.
Thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge, for doing all of this work and pulling this all together, and giving us something exciting to talk about. I know that we saw a number of comments being like, "Oh, you're talking to like the top 0.8% of this community right now." And we are.
April
We're talking to the people who are like way at the top, really excited, really engaged, really pumped up for this. But it's important information for everybody because if you're not opening Titan crystals, well, maybe you're going to be opening 7-star crystals soon, and you need to know how you're going to be getting those champs. And if you're right on the cusp and you're like Thronebreaker and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get a 7-star, maybe I'll go for Paragon. Push for Paragon. This stuff that we see going through the year is going to be fun
second one
all
comes
the way
out
through, but is definitely going to be most beneficial to Paragon players.
Yeah, I think it's important to note, like with the community vote, even if you're not planning to open any Titan crystals, there's no guarantee
Group
that all
4
24
comes
of
out
those champions
April.
in the vote will
Group
be
3 comes out February.
right?
So
So
you
have a vested interest in this, even if you're
Group 2
only
December,
expecting
February,
to open sort of
Group
base
4
7-star crystals at any point in the next
and
however
April's
many
gotta
years,
have
you
6
still
characters.
are going to want to participate in
One of each
that vote because
class.
it will impact the game for quite a while.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it,
So
John. Thank you for everything, for being an advocate for the players in the game, for setting up everything that we need to know about 7-stars, and just generally being here to build hype. Being a great guy with a great beard.
September,
It is my pleasure.
October.
All right, everybody, we are going to continue on with the show. Again, I want to remind you that at the end of the show here, we will be giving away 6-star Abyss Nexus Crystal Selectors. It's going to be the absolute death of me trying to get this right every time. It's going to be fine. I also want to point out that our next live stream will be happening on June 20th. June 20th, likely at 9 a.m., we will be celebrating our 250th champ coming to the contest. We've got very cool things planned there. We're going to be giving away our 250th champion. Maybe it's a 7-star, maybe it's a 6-star, maybe it's a 3-star. We haven't decided yet, but definitely not as a 3-star. So that's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to be celebrating. We're going to be joined by frequent flyer at this point, Aiden. That's going to be very cool. And we haven't locked it in, so I'm hesitant to say it, but there is a very high likelihood that we will be giving you your first look at the most recent Community Choice, Summoner's Choice Champion Gladiator. First look,
nice.
June 20th. More giveaways, more information about lots of things. So come check that out. Okay, I'm very excited to move into this next segment of the show and welcome back to this set for the first time in a long time, Kabam Mike, everybody!
Nice.
Give it up for Kabam Mike. Let's make some noise here in the studio and in the chat. Welcome on in, buddy. It's great to see you, my boss.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. I feel like that is an indicator that we're doing something right together as a team.
I hope so. And yeah, it's great to be back. In case you guys haven't noticed, Jax is much better on camera than I am. So immediately when he was hired, I'm like, cool, I'm never going to be on camera again. And then somehow you conned me into doing it today.
I think it was part that and part me getting in here and being like, oh, there's cameras? Me, yeah. Never you, always me. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have you here because we're here to reveal some pretty cool stuff. Maybe not quite reveal it because it's been talked about, but to get hype about something, walk us through this. What are we getting pumped about?
We're going to be talking about Battle Realm Brawl.
Battle Realm Brawl.
The next in
because it's Gladiator and so you're saying, oh, it's not.
So,
for MCOC.
I've been here just
I think
over
it's either
a year.
Symbiote and Gladiator
my
or
1 year
anniversary,
right? And you gave me a fantastic
Hey Jay,
gift.
would you like to see Black? I would like to see him, but I don't think it's
I
possible.
have not seen.
You want to tell them what the gift was?
Well, yeah, it was a gosh darn holographic Charizard Pokemon card.
Yeah,
and I've never been more excited in my life.
I did not know this when we hired Jax, but he still likes Pokemon cards. So
still, what do you mean?
Sorry.
that's a lifestyle choice. You never grow out of that.
Fair enough.
But okay, getting back on track. I've never been a part of Summoner Showdown.
Yeah.
I've never been a part of New York Comic Con. I've never been a part of Beat the Boss. All of these in-person competitions, gatherings, contests, these types of things. And all I've heard since I've joined is these were so cool. This was like the pinnacle of community, of bringing everyone together. So we're bringing it back and maybe better.
They say October.
So Summoner Showdown has been fantastic. We've done a few different iterations now, the invitational version, and then a couple versions that laid the groundwork for Battlegrounds, which is where we are now, our new super competitive mode,
I said November. I don't know why I said that.
To be honest, probably wouldn't exist without Summoner Showdown. But now that that's there, it's time for us to evolve and change the way that we're looking for the best summoner in the contest. Previously would have stuff like, the Beat the Boss, find who could beat certain content the fastest. But now what we want to do is use Battle Realm Brawl, or use Battlegrounds to qualify players, the best players in the world, for Battle Realm Brawl. To be honest, can't tell you all the details right now.
I know.
Legal team came to be like, hey, maybe wait a minute.
There's so many things that we're so hyped about. I've only been like recently privy to the planning that you've been doing for people, and it sounds so cool. And there's so many awesome things, and we were like, cool, we're gonna tell everyone Friday. And legal said, maybe hold off. So we're here to tell you that it's happening.
It's happening.
It's gonna be awesome.
This fall, October. We've already said that much. So
in Vancouver.
In Vancouver, and I want to see as many of you here as possible. So I can't give you the exact dates yet. But we're working on it. Should be pretty soon. I know people got a plan in advance. We're going to have our qualifiers and our winners here, but we want to open it up to the world. I would really love to see you, any of you, here in Vancouver, live in the audience.
I will be going. 100%.
It's really also inspired by the times we spent at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
If there's anyone here who was at NYCC, I think you can attest. That was some of the best times a lot of our players had together. People would come from around the world, come to Comic-Con, and then spend all day just hanging out with each other at the MCOC booth. Afterwards, they'd go out, hang out. It was a great bonding experience. We saw alliances come together, people made new friendships, and I think that's something that we haven't, it's been kind of missing.
So many faces, man.
Since we weren't able to,
since
live events went away. Live events went away during the pandemic, and we didn't really do Comic-Con for a bit. So we want to bring that back. We want to bring back that sense, and so give you, the Comic-Con experience, like just MCs.
There you go. He's a winner. There you go.
So along with the Battle Realm Brawl, we're going to be hosting an event for our summoners. Again, any summoner who wants to come.
where we'll give you,
Lexi versus Scene,
early
maybe,
peeks, some hands-on
We'll
with
see.
some new
I'm not that
characters,
good at this
some
game.
competitions, maybe some announcements. Can't
Merch?
say. Maybe. Oh yeah, merch.
I like merch. Everyone likes free stuff.
Yeah.
Dude,
Might
I
not
have
be
a
free,
whole
but
collection
if
of
it
merch
is, that's
from
even
TSC.
better.
Yeah.
Biggest collection in the world.
I think to no one's argument.
Yeah. Who hates free stuff?
Yeah. I'm seeing a couple things I want to shout out in chat before we dive back into it. Captain Bay, Bayi maybe,
Captain
says,
Bay.
hey, that was me in
he
one of the
was
New
on
York
screen.
Comic-Con videos, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Anime Catwoman, welcome back. Again, I love being able to recognize familiar names in the chat here. Says, that was Dorky Diggity Dave. And I saw people earlier being like, bring back Dorky Diggity Dave. He's still here. He hasn't gone anywhere.
He's a busy man.
He's just busy, and this isn't what he does. This is what we do. And
free
I've seen a
stuff.
lot of people shouting giveaway in
I
the
was gonna
chat.
wear one,
It's not how it
actually, but I
works. We'll
didn't.
give you
But
that
yeah, they
detail
give
in probably
shirts,
10 minutes here. So sit
bags,
back, relax, and hang out. We'll
comics,
give you that information. Don't worry about
tiny
it.
A lot of people
crystals,
asking.
which I had.
Yeah, Canada's cold. Vancouver's not that cold.
Vancouver's beautiful, especially in
Honestly,
October.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, it's like 20-something out. I don't
It's
know.
actually
Fahrenheit, that's
October.
Celsius.
It's not a busy month, it isn't.
it's gonna be
But
30
kind of like New York Comic Con, where you have to plan
August,
Celsius
for
was
traveling
like
that
68
weekend.
Fahrenheit.
So at least it'll be hopefully
Yeah,
good kid
it's-
friendly.
it's pretty good.
you know what
That's great to
Celsius
me.
is.
But yeah, sorry. Looking up.
Yeah, great to see everybody, and to see, it was really cool to me to see those New York Comic Con videos, which I hadn't seen before. I wasn't there, and be able to be like, oh, some of our content creators are in these videos as just little.
If I'm
youngins.
going and
Oh my
XN's
God.
going, I'm gonna
That's so
ask if we can do
cool.
an
It's
You
so
guys
cool.
see,
XN
you guys see
interviews
Young
live.
Legacy?
Like,
Awesome.
how
Awesome.
cool would that be? A live
What
show
else
of
did
the
I wanna
Action
call out
interviews
here?
at that
Ascension.
meetup.
Justin has asked about Ascension a
Kabam
number of times.
Devs,
I've seen
with
it a number of
content
times.
creators. It'd
It's
be really
coming.
cool. Legacy
it's
is
coming.
from Vancouver.
That's what we'll
I don't
say.
know if he's
We'll
from
have details
Vancouver.
about
I thought
it
he
in a future
lived
stream,
in
probably within a
outside
month or two.
Toronto.
It's coming. It will be here, but when you need it. Right,
Yeah.
like at this point,
I don't think he
7
lives in
stars
Vancouver. I think he lives
have
in, like, the
not
middle of Canada.
eclipsed the power
Close
of
to the
high
border,
level 6
obviously.
stars.
Yeah.
I was outside Toronto.
And once that
But Dorky
comes,
is now in
when
Mirrorverse,
Ascension's
so
gonna
he's
be
not
necessary and important. So that's when it.
Yeah, he still works at
I've
Kabam
seen some people talk
HQ,
about that and
which
say, like,
obviously,
no,
yeah, they
the
do Mirrorverse.
7
He's
stars
on
are
that
stronger
side,
than
but
6
I'm
stars,
sure
yeah.
he'll be there.
It's true, but they haven't eclipsed them. As in, like, 6 stars are still very useful. They're holding their own against 7 stars. In most cases, still more useful because
Still
there
Ascension to come.
are, so many more of them. The utility is insane compared to what is available as 7 stars right now. And 7 stars are, fantastic. I love my 7-star Mantis, Rocket,
I don't have any.
Mantis, Rocket, Mysterio, Wong, I forget, Sauron.
Oh, just brag about it. I'm
I got
sitting
one
over here
more
with
and I don't remember
0.
it. Yeah,
And you have so many you can't even remember them all.
yeah.
We'll have all the information about who can participate. I see a lot of questions coming through. Can Brazil participate? Can my country participate? We want to make this as inclusive as absolutely possible. I don't think we have any details set in stone right now.
Yeah. So,
But we're going to try and make this available to as many people from our community as we possibly can.
yeah, I know Brazil is a big one.
Brazil.
To be honest, Brazil, it makes it a little bit more complicated. Different countries have different rules. Brazil is a little bit more complicated, but it is one that we saw last time, people saying like, hey, why aren't Brazilians?
Brazil is
people? And we have a
huge. I
big
don't know if you guys
community
have
in
seen the
Brazil.
Brazilian
So
market
it is
for
one
MCOC.
we're hoping to
Pretty big.
To allow, but I can't make any promises. This does come down to
Laws.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff
I
Kabam
can-
can't do
I
is
can
actually
change
because of laws.
rules. I can't.
Them
change
being in
laws.
Canada.
I think
tried.
Trying to do stuff with
Yeah.
the US and stuff.
I
That's why
tried
all their
to
giveaways
change
are
the
only
laws.
US and
I want to
Canada.
say this. I think it's really cool to be able to see everyone in the chat here be like, hey, will my country be able to participate? And seeing just the number of countries represented within our community. I think it's so very, very cool. I think that's awesome. I've also seen this. John, do we know when the Battleground store update's going to happen?
It is currently being built, like maybe literally as we speak here. It still needs to be tested.
Yeah.
So
Currently being built, maybe needs to be tested. It's the next thing on the dock. It's going to happen soon, all right?
I have it on my calendar to follow.
He's going to do it at lunch today. That doesn't mean it's going to be pushed
No.
live, but it's happening, coming soon.
Yeah.
So we can all stop asking
Overtime.
about it now. Back to the Summoner Summit. I don't think that's our official title for it, but
No.
that's our working title.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I think this has been my favorite way to engage with the community, right? The forums is one thing. It's very informative. It keeps us in the know about what's going on in our community. It's not always a positive experience. These have been very, very positive, and I love seeing the support and people coming out and being excited about this game together. But it still doesn't, in my eyes, live up to the hype that I've seen around New York Comic Con and all of
Yeah.
these in-person events where
So
people
if they're
come
picking
together.
October-
So what's your hype level like for bringing a group together for the first time in a number of
That Ronin.
years now.
Oh,
On
man,
scale
look
1
at
to
that.
10, like a 9.
Oh, Gabriel
900.
Fazero.
900 out of 10. Yeah.
My soul just cried, man. I
It's
miss
something
him.
that, you know,
I
we
wonder if
actually
he'll
wanted
show
to do
up. I mean,
this
if it's in
a
Vancouver.
number of times.
Like guillotine
But, you know,
cosplay.
there was a pandemic.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The first one we had planned was literally announced it, sent some invites to content creators, and then the world shut down.
Yeah.
So we've been putting it off for a while. So we're really, really, really excited to get
Ooh,
back.
I
on it.
wasn't actually in the CZP then.
And to
'cause
pair
I
it
joined the
with
year
an actual
after
like
the
live event,
pandemic
something
started.
that, you know, it's hype. You can cheer for your favorites. You can maybe don't boo,
Don't
but
boo people.
maybe boo people a little.
Don't.
If you
No
don't
one boo.
okay, no booing.
Shit
That is
talk.
not a
There's going to be one
positive.
person booing at this live on-stage competition, and it's going to be you from the backgrounders.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Last
to have
Comic-Con
those
was
two kinda
2019
running
for
in parallel,
Kabam.
right?
It
We're
was,
bringing
yeah.
people together
Obviously,
because
Comic-Con
you
has
love
still
the
happened
game.
since then.
We're going to
but
be
that's
bringing
the
people
last
together
one.
that are
Kabam
exceptionally
have
good
been
at
too.
this
And they
game, I
seem
might
to not
hope
be
for
interested in
tips and
going
tricks.
again.
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to see
Like,
that
obviously, if
competition
they're doing this in
happen
October,
live.
that
But then
probably
again,
means
if
they're
you're
not,
not
and
one
they
of the
just
most
said
competitive
they're-
people, but you
they're
still love the
trying to-
game and want to see the
it's
future of
basically
it and want to
the
participate and be here in a
replacement for
social
a New York
atmosphere,
Comic-Con
there's
for
going to give
them.
you that opportunity as well.
Yeah, just hang out with people, you know, who have similar interests. Check out Vancouver. It's a beautiful city.
So what
if
I'm
you
gonna
need to
do
convince, like, a
is
significant
I'm
other
gonna
to,
fly
you know,
into
let's go on vacation
Seattle
to
and then
Vancouver in
take
the middle
a
of
train
October.
because it's like an hour,
It's
2
a great
hours.
place.
And then go to
it's
Vancouver.
not that hard to
You
convince
save the
people to
most
come,
money by getting like I'm basically
come
like
check it out.
driving to Dallas.
For
me,
yeah, so there'll be something
go
for
out of
the
Dallas,
competitors. There'll be something for
fly to
people
Seattle,
who maybe
take a
don't care as
train
much
to
about Valorant. It's
Vancouver.
not everyone's
You save
cup
the
of tea.
most amount
and
of
not everyone is super
money
competitive
doing
into
that way. Now,
So,
if you live somewhere else,
um,
you know,
yeah,
Don't
we'll
mind
be-
me. I
Just see what
appreciate you,
tickets are,
buying time
you know,
for
find
me
the biggest
as I
airport,
put the side
probably find
quest
the cheapest
details
ticket.
live in the forums because
So-
it's 10 o'clock and
and
that's when
then
that's supposed to happen. I
go
really
to-
appreciate
to
that.
where- 'cause it's probably-
everybody,
it's
if you want to
it's
see
less
that info,
expensive
what's available in
to
the
go to Seattle.
stores, the Spider-Bot exchange stores for your level, go check out
Wait,
the
wait,
forums
what?
Just
Just
now.
what if
Again,
the next experience gonna be
go
World
to
Fight
the
Night and
forums,
Morbius?
Go check out the YouTube for the deep dives and
Maybe.
more information on
It's-
characters.
it's a
and
little
champs coming
convoluted, if
soon.
you ask me,
And
but-
check out our Twitter for the
I know you're just,
7-star
projecting
vote.
for
We
Werewolf
will be
Fight
doing
Night.
that giveaway shortly.
No,
What
I
else do people
generally
need to know
do think
about
it's
this
yeah.
event
When is it?
happening
They
in
just said
beautiful
October. They haven't said what day, but
gonna be a good time.
October.
It's
think
going
that's
to be
about it.
Unrelated,
a good
what's talked about is
time.
I think
possible
that's
that
about it.
The spot
if you
next
can't make it,
Spidey's
we'll still be
Creek is
sharing all this
Moreland,
content.
and July is
you know, news announcements
is the next one
to
Moreland,
anyone
July,
watching.
Moreland,
Again, we'll be
Silk?
live streaming that on Twitch as well.
I'm pretty sure Kabam
can't
have
give you
basically
too many
said
details right
Moreland's
now.
not.
I don't
they're
want
not
my
teasing
my
Moreland.
legal team mad at me, but it will
When
be
I
some
talked about
battlegrounds.
them,
It'll be
like when I
happening
said
soon,
Moreland's coming to
so
the game
you know,
last
get
year,
your deck
and
ready.
Spot came, they were like, nah, they're
and
not interested.
Ready
in
your
Moreland,
deck.
basically.
Ready your deck, and you know,
Vancouver.
prepare for fun.
Yeah,
guessing
prepare
some type
for-
of
that's the
expo center.
tagline.
Yeah, prepare for
Battleground
fun.
Brawl. Prepare for
for
fun.
fun.
All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to do what I never do and read.
Yep, they just said it's open to the
questions
public.
Straight from the chat here. Valkyrie Simp, MCOC, Jax, who's your favorite champ? On
I do
my
think
current
Silk's coming,
roster,
though,
it's a
but I just
toss-up
don't think
between House of
Moreland is.
Bloodstone
I think Silk
and
is
Kitty
either gonna be
Pryde
paired with,
as, some of my earliest
a
and
teammate,
strongest
maybe
champs
Ironheart,
here.
or a villain, either
Mike
Blizzard
and Jax,
or
Gallon or
the
Hulkling?
Tinkerer.
Hulkling.
Hulkling, good shit.
Kabam
Good
HQ.
choice
They
here.
don't think they don't have enough space
will there be
to
food?
host an event, to my knowledge.
It's a good question. That's an important question.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna
probably.
like do an expo center or something.
That might be my favorite question.
Are you hungry?
Mr. Slim Sandy says, Mike, you have great.
Probably some type of venue. Yeah, exactly. Oh, come on, man. What the hell? Kabam. This October? Yep, this October 2023. They did not say the specific date, but it's definitely probably going to be a weekend because they're going to have to do, you know, everyone's got school. Oh, man, network issue. What the hell?
Hungry?
Mr. Slim Sandy says, Mike, you have great teeth.
Okay, it crashed again. Yeah, I do find that interesting. I'm gonna have to ask Bam about that because if I don't know, like, should we like that still a little bugs me that if they're saying Dan, like, realistically, Danny's the 250 champion, but they're saying I don't know. I'll have to ask them about that. But I guess they're just not counting someone's Sivoid. The Kabam server, hamsters trying their hardest. Twitch streaming is hard, dude. Or like first off, they're not just streaming to Twitch, and they're doing YouTube at the same time. So you're doing that bandwidth. So it's not really. I don't know. Something's happening though. I bet you, where that something's weird. But just refresh it. Okay. They are back? Are they? Because they might be back on YouTube, but not Twitch. Yeah, they're not back on Twitch. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that live streamed it. KT1's doing it too. I guess I could call these watch parties. Yeah, Richman already has a video out. Damn, dude, he's so fast. He's so fast. Alright. They're back. I see. That might just be it refreshing because that might just be that clip. But oh, there we go. Now they're on. Oh, come on. You can do it again. You can do it. There we go. Alright. Well, whatever you're seeing isn't what's happening, apparently, because this is on the shortly. Be right back screen.
We're back, I think. Give me a thumbs up. I see people say we back, and I love it. I don't know if it froze. We have someone in the content creator program that posted my face doing this. And it seems like that's when it froze. All right, we back, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, this happens in live streams. This is just the nature of the beast here, but it's great to see each and every one of you going back here. Asking for compensation. Let's talk about this because this was before my time. When I joined this company and we dove into the community, everyone was like, compensation for so many things. I know it's a joke in this situation. You're not getting compensation for it, so I just wanted to say that. Hey, you want to do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway.
Ooh.
I think what could compensation for a live stream look like?
Compensation for live stream is, hey, why don't we in future do Twitch drops, and then we reward people just for coming back.
Streamception, I love it, dude.
That's your comp. We're going to keep working on Twitch drops.
We're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a giveaway. We are going to open this for 5 minutes. Remember that you can only enter if you are on twitch.com/kabam. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube and restreams around the world. But we want you right now to come to twitch.tv/kabam. Make sure you drop a follow, and we will give you the instructions in just a moment here. Starting the giveaway. It has started. Please type !Abyss in chat to enter the giveaway. It is live. You have approximately 5 minutes. Everyone gets 1 entry. Please do not, go ahead, spam it. I don't care. You get 1 entry. It's not going to happen more than 1 time. If you do not see a message pop back that says you've been entered, that's okay.
Usually wait for my
Trust
name.
the system. You have been entered. We are going to take a look at this information here anyways and see how it's all coming together. I'm ready to go.
I think I saw my name.
What was the last Abyss that you opened?
Gosh. Dude, it's so hard to keep track
I've opened
of this
one
this
in my entire time playing this game.
Are you talking about Nexus or Abyss Nexus?
Abyss Nexus.
Yeah,
I think always
it's
mutant.
going crazy. Look at this.
Always mutant.
I've always opened mutant, and it's gotten to a point now. Okay, so I love my mutant class. Always have X-Men #1. But as we started adding more X-Men characters, specifically villains, to the tech class, I've started opening a lot more tech as well.
Sentinels.
So my favorite champ right now, my top champ is Omega Sentinel. I specifically have everyone else, I sig them below her. So if I naturally beat someone, I have to go get more sig stones to put into Omega Sentinel. She's at sig 200 now, so I can't go any higher.
Right, so no one else can be sig 200.
No.
I like that you have, your roster has like a hierarchy that you abide by.
Yeah.
You say, hey, everyone get in line behind Omega Sentinel. Yeah. That's who's leading the charge right now.
There's also, she's not technically our first Indian character, but like, I'd say definitely the most prominent. She's technically our second. Sorcerer Supreme is as well, but you know, with the mask on, you can't really tell. Also, Omega Sentinel is just like, I love her backstory, I love her character. in the House of X comics. She's not as cool, but
yeah,
I think
Callie, the real name of Source Supreme.
I think that's really cool as well that
we
have had our own impact on Marvel at large, right? We've added our own champions and characters that end up in official Marvel comics. We have iterations of champs and characters as well. I think it's really cool that what at times feels like a small corner of our world has had an impact on something as large as Marvel, right?
Yeah.
I think it's also great doing these live streams is putting faces to names as well and being able to bring in people from our game team and let people know, hey, we're people. Yeah. Like, we're working on the game that you love, and we understand your passion, and sometimes that leads to impatience and things like that. But we're people. We're working hard. We're trying to make things that you guys love. So I think it's been really, really cool, an opportunity to basically have you guys meet the people that are working on the game that you love. I think it's very cool. What do you see in the future of our live stream? If you could do one awesome thing here, because you don't know, I'm the face of the stream, but Mike is integral in the creation of every single stream as well. So, what is it that you would want to see in the coolest possible corners of this live stream?
Like, what are we talking about? Be more specific.
Content.
Oh, content.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love doing reveals. I know you guys love getting reveals and early info.
Yeah.
Would love to do more of that. I always think you meant like set-wise. I'm like, you know what would be really cool if this TV had like a thing around it that like made it look like it was part of a throne?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Maybe we get some thrones.
Instead, this chair's a throne in the future?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That's where my mind went.
Again, everybody, !Abyss, one word, no quotes, nothing additional, one entry per person. Our entries are up over 1,100 right now. Hop over to twitch.tv/kabam. That's where this giveaway is happening. Looking forward to the next month. June 20th, we've got our next stream, 250th champ celebration. We're going to be showing, we're going to be going back through the history of the contest, essentially, and when did champs get added, what did that look like with frequent flyer Aiden. We're going to be giving away Lady Deathstrike to a handful of
so they've probably already planned that, but
accounts.
That's going to annoy me.
We're going to be maybe taking a look at the first ever sneak peek of Gladiator. There's a lot of really cool things coming to this stream, and it's all happening because you guys are here to support it, and you guys are engaging, and you're hyped, and you're excited. I know that we always keep a tab on feedback from the community. We do something every week called the Community Sentiment Report. How are people feeling about it? What does the conversation look like? I want to say here that I would love to see what you guys like about the contest. We understand that there are issues, that there are problems. We understand, and we are working to resolve those things. We work with you to resolve those things. So we get that information constantly. What I would love to hear from you is what is something that you love, if it's something for this stream, something that we can get into. What are you enjoying most about the game? That's the stuff that I get exceptional fulfillment as a community manager. I get tagged on Twitter occasionally. If you found me on Twitter and you tag me in bugs, I really kindly request that you don't do that. That's my personal time. But if you want to hop in there and tell me that you love something happening,
take out his stuff. It's pretty cool. He played Midnight Suns a lot.
I'm into that in a big way.
Which he finished it, so now he's on to other games.
Did you enter to win this Abyss Crystal?
No, I don't think I'm allowed.
I mean, we set the rules. You could if you want.
No, we're not allowed.
Oh, we're not allowed. That's a real rule.
Yeah, there you go.
The legal team's been all over us. The legal team's been all over us.
Good day, awesome, man. Right, and once they end the stream, I'm going to be doing my predictions for July. So if anyone wants to stick around,
so there's over 1,300 entries here. We're going to give you guys 30 more seconds.
I'm going to show
you
the
on
process of
YouTube.
making
Remember, this isn't working. Twitch.tv/kabam, !Abyss.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Again, shout out to everybody watching today. I really, really appreciate you guys. We're going to give you 30 more seconds before we shut this down.
Let's see who the winners are.
There's a lot of names coming through here, and I love that.
A lot.
It's good. It's great.
Just watching the wall of...
Well, at least people get a free Lady Deathstrike.
Remember that time that we made that?
Even though I would have liked it to be Dani,
but we said we're going to give away a 7-star champion. First ever 7-star, and we are going to make it throughout the entire stream that you can enter. And then we didn't see a single message that stream because it just flew through.
We learned.
We're learning. We're making this better. We're using the feedback that people are giving us. So what do you like about it? Let us know. Not in the chat because it's flying.
You know when you say a word so many times, or you see a word so many times, it starts losing meaning?
Yeah.
Abyss looks like such a weird word now.
Well, can we show
Yeah,
Mike's
it does.
secondary lower third that we
Especially
created?
since you don't get it from the Abyss anymore.
That
I
you
think they
should mention
change
that.
name.
I haven't seen this either.
We're going to be closing this down in just a second here. Thinks lunch is a weird word. When I was working on the lower thirds, you were sat next to me and you're like, lunch is a weird word.
Yeah,
and we made it there. All right, we are going to close this down with over 1,400 entries in 3,
Yeah, it's better than the
2,
10,000 from
1.
Seven Star
Boom!
Crystal.
Closed. Congratulations, everybody who entered. You did it right. 1,411 entries. We are going to pick 5 names. They will be thrown in a chat. If you win, we will be reaching out to you on Twitch DMs in the next 24 hours. You will have 48 hours to respond. We are going to need your in-game name to make sure that we can get this to you probably early next week. So again, 24 hours. Within the next 24 hours, I will reach out to you using the Kabam official account. Do not give your account details to anyone else but Kabam. That's it. Then from that message, you have 48 hours to respond to give us your information, and early next week, we will grant those crystal selectors.
Also, all we're going to ask for is username, right?
Username.
Yeah. So if anyone who pretends to be Kabam, like a 2
Yeah,
Bs
do
or
not
something,
give your password.
asks you for your password, no. We don't want that.
K-A-
We just need
We
your
know
username.
it. I'm just kidding.
All right,
I mean,
let's
technically
pick some
they do,
winners
but
here. Mike, you can see it on either of our monitors in the studio here. Do you want to call out some names? They
Yeah,
will
let's
be
go.
thrown in chat as well. Ooh, picking winner number 1.
JX. Nah, I'm kidding.
Electric Grim.
There we go. Let's zoom in for you here.
Yeah, thank you. My eyes are
I should
bad.
just watch the show.
Picking winner
Getting
number
old.
2.
Beast Kid Black 33.
Yes, congratulations. Number 3.
Triaz EU.
Nice. Number 4.
Hillswick G.
Nice, very good. And the final winner of a 6-star
Above
Abyss
5.
Nexus Selector Crystal Selector is...
S2205.
Woo,
Thank you.
boy.
There you
See,
go.
you made it easy. I like your name.
Yeah. Shout
Honestly,
out
I think
to
I'll give
people.
up. I
Shout
would
out
have
to
to
everybody
same
out
time,
there
yeah.
with an easy
It's
name
so-
to pronounce. Not sorry. That's not what I meant. Easy name to read in a
Yeah.
Twitch chat. Yeah, I know. That was almost dangerous. Yeah. As someone who goes out of his way to make sure I'm pronouncing people's names right, I think it's very important. That comment was not what I meant. But welcome and congratulations to all our winners. We've got the team waiting in the wings. It's us. We'll do it in a minute here. We're going to reach out via Twitch DMs. Mike, thanks for joining us on the show here. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest?
No, this is
Anything
just
you want to say?
It's been a really fun. It's been a fun experience.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in a long time. I probably won't do it again for a long time. But today was good. I had a lot of fun with all of you and being on set and with all of you guys. You can't see everyone behind the camera, but
there's
there's
a
a
whole
lot of them.
team.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
been fun
whole
today.
team. Galactus Boss News. I don't know. Is there a Galactus Boss?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. I don't even know what that means because I'm still a baby Cav account, still
Yeah.
working through it. But everybody, thank you so much for
This
being
looked
here.
like a
We'll be
sad
back June
response.
20th.
No,
That is
was
a
it really
Tuesday,
canceled?
but it is the day that our 250th champion is added to the chat. I'm really excited for
just
that.
looked sad
We'll be
when he
doing some
mentioned it,
giveaways.
'cause obviously
We'll
they
be
announced
doing
Galactus
some
Raid
conversations
Boss,
with
and
fan
we never
favorite.
got
I
it.
mean,
And they're
more so
wrapping up
than
the
even-
Galactus storyline this
more
year.
celebrated than these
In fact, this
streams
month
are
they're saying the
themselves,
key to defeating
Aiden. I'm really
Galactus
excited for that as
is
well.
coming
We're
this
going to do
month with
first
the World
look at
Hard Scene.
Gladiator and hopefully some more information about Battle Realm Brawl.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this thing up. It's been a fantastic
stream,
Friday. I
18
hope you
days
all
from
have a
now.
fantastic weekend. Happy Pride, everybody. A massive
So
shout
bow
out to
tie,
everybody
did you
who
see
made
that they
this
announced,
possible. To our guests, Thomas, John,
Science
and Mike.
and a Mystic for next month.
Everybody
so that
working
gotta
behind
mean
the
I feel like
scenes. We've
Monica
got
and
Mickey,
Agatha.
Finton, Rob,
So I'm
and
gonna
James.
do my-
Everybody, thank
update
you
my
so much for
predictions,
being
at
here,
least for next
for
month.
showing continued support of these live
When's the
streams.
vote on Twitter?
Because of you that we get to keep doing them. So please keep coming out.
They
I
said
know
it
we're
earlier
close
in
to
the stream.
20,000 followers on this account. If we hit 25,000, we'll do something sweet. I pitched having a makeup artist come in and dress me up as Adam Warlock for an entire stream. Mike said that might not be in the budget, but we'll find something cool. I might be gold
All
one day.
right.
Who
So
knows?
you said
Do
when's
you
the
wanna
vote?
Try it yourself.
The
I
vote.
could try it myself.
Mystic
There we
June
go.
Get a gold
5th,
face
Science
paint
June
and
7th, Skill
really
June
cheap
9th,
way.
Mutant June
And a
12th,
really
June
cheap
14th,
way.
Tech, June 16th,
Everybody,
Cosmic.
thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you June 20th. My name's Jax. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye bye. Okay, that's it. Let me mute this because I don't want to get copyrighted. Rigged Slays Gods. That's funny. All right, let me mute. Let's go to full cam so I don't, leak anything. All right, I'm gonna go to Photoshop real quick and get my predictions in for next month, because I know everyone's been asking who are your predictions for July, and I've said it for months now, and like for like 6 months now. But I didn't make a graphic, and obviously that's what people care about. So we're gonna make a graphic real quick just for July's champs. I'm hoping they do a narrative roadmap. Okay, I'm hoping they do a narrative roadmap. DLL's kind of mentioned they won't be doing it, or kind of like teasing probably not. So you know, roadmap drop January 1st. July 1st would be pretty cool, but he didn't mention anything. So, but they're doing a especially if they're celebrating the history of the contest June 20th. Then maybe at that stream they actually will. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But if you want a sneak peek, all right, and I've always told people, actually you can't see my screen. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. This is a work in progress. I've shown a few people this work in progress. I'm not even happy with some of these. And I recently moved Agatha and Gladiator together because I was like, I don't know if I like Moonstone better, or if I like Monica better. So this is kind of my work in progress. But I don't like Patreon leader for December. So this is just like, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it because it's just a work in progress. So let me just create a document real quick of just for July's champs. Where is my... Do this. Let's duplicate it. Cam Carr and Brandon Braddock. Dude, I'm sorry, but I hate to be such a downer, but I think Brian Braddock, like I said, there's such a low chance of coming, man. Like, I hate to break it to you. But I hope, Captain Carter as well, kind of a low chance. Morbius, sort of, because he was in the Summoner's Choice, so I'm not saying it's impossible. Werewolf by Night, they need to. They really do need to. I think he's got a good chance. I'm hoping next year. Kindred, again, probably not. But out of all of those, I do want Werewolf of the Night the most, to be honest. Alright, so let me go to my files real quick. Because I know everyone's been asking where... Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, this is my wrong document, actually. Damn, okay. It's the wrong document I copied. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I missed the beginning of the stream. I missed the beginning of their stream. The beginning of the stream. Where is it? So the very... Dang, we just streamed for 2 hours. Okay. So they started the stream off. Jax was just talking. They talked about the side quests. They talked about the event quest. They showcased the best rotations for Dani Moonstar and Lady Deathstrike, which I think was by the time you joined in. So you didn't miss too much. And I was just talking for like 30 minutes earlier. They showed the new Titan Crystal. Obviously, they showed who's in it. I think you should be caught up fast out loud. What chance corresponding with Secret? None, actually. Because Secret Invasion comes out this month. And obviously, we get Dani Moonstar and Lady Deathstrike. So there are no champions for Secret Invasion. Which makes sense. We haven't gotten a character to actually release the same month as a TV show. Every character we've gotten has either came out the month before or a year later. So yeah, Secret Invasion. My initial was going to be Abigail Brand, but she's technically kind of deconfirmed for the MCU. I'm going to fill these. Pick up okay. So. Dang, I wanted to see their... Okay, they did show their specials in the video yesterday, though. Titania, though... yeah, but we didn't get the TV show version. Like, I'm talking about specifically, like, the MCU version. Like Hawkeye, like, K-Bishop, Hawkeye specifically is the MCU version. Sam Wilson specifically is that version, if you get what I mean. Yeah, but like I said, I'm specifically talking about MCU. All right, let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. So this is my copy of July. So who's your prediction for July? Oh, it's Agatha. Like, I really think it's Agatha. Because Agatha makes sense to tie in with Monica. We've just saw with Cassie, she ties in with an Ant-Man character from the comics. We saw specifically with Wakanda Forever, we got Atuma, but then we got Shuri from the first Black Panther movie. So I specifically think it's going to be that. That was what I predicted a year ago. And I feel like Monica in the comics feels more science, but the science characters to come with a mystic character, that's my only good connection. Yeah, Titania. So who's yes by that way, nice bear. Yes by the way, nice bears back there on the poster. Yeah, it's from Fallout New Vegas. It's not actually the California flag. Fun fact. I'm a huge Fallout nerd, and if you've that's what that's from. Wow, I hope you're right on the money. Yeah, me too. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually completely wrong in 2 years, where I got both champs wrong. But, you know, it's just, like I said, I don't think, you know, Dani Moonstar was really a curveball, in my opinion. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, let me get my photos real quick, because these just did not want to be... God, such a bad photo. Let me see if I can find a better one. I think they will probably wait to add Monica until the Marvels come out. Well, see, Across the Spider-Verse got delayed, and they didn't move the release date of Spot, so that's the only reason why I think so. AJ, do you ever think about streaming your actual gameplay? I did. I just don't play this game as everyone in the chat plays it. Like, I barely play this game anymore. You know, I just got Paragon, and I only did the event quest for the dialogue. So yeah. All right, let me get my thing out, because this is annoying me. My dog. Come on, Monica. Come on, Agatha. There we go. There we go. Where's my other picture? That's weird. Wow, source material. Agatha's in there. Monica, Agatha. There we go. Okay. Boom. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Marvels comes out in November. Yes, but like I mentioned, Across the Spider-Verse was supposed to come out in October. Kabam still released Spot in October. They didn't move him. And we've actually saw that before as well. And that's kind of why the TV shows as well are a year after, like the characters we get are a year after the show comes out. So I just think, you know, they planned 2 years in advance. So by the time we got that delay, which was only 3 months ago, they had already planned to release Monica, which I think is why. But we'll see. Okay, interesting. I didn't mention this, but after synergy with Moondragon, I had a feeling Dani Moonstar was coming. Yeah, I did too. And in fact, I literally wrote my notes to mention her and put her on my graphic, but I literally just skipped her. So yeah, it's nice in California. Maybe when I finally come of age, maybe I'll move there, or Chicago. Nice, because now I'm harder to move from Poland. Oh, I didn't know you're from Poland. It's cool. Congrats on getting Paragon. Appreciate it. You should stream more right now, like Battlegrounds. Yeah, I just don't like playing. Content, like, I think I'm gonna stream other games, but I just don't enjoy playing contests as much as I used to. I really only enjoy the story, And it's streaming the story is kind of weird because I feel like I'm having to take care of chat. And if I play too easy, I don't know if that's really like if I went back into the variants, would people care if I did on easy mode just to read the dialogue? I don't know. But yeah, so but I don't know. We'll debate it. We'll see. You play it as now I'm a semi-retired and play no AW, no war. Yeah, I'm pretty much semi-retired. I'm pretty much only here for the dialogue of the game. Actually, I did not mean to delete this. Yeah, hold on. Okay. So I guess I'll play Agatha on the left because she's looking to the left. To the left. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna think about this real quick. Now no one can be confused at who I pick. All right. So. Who's coming next? I'm thinking Agatha and Monica. So I'm gonna do my predictions. If I get them wrong, I get them wrong. I don't really care. They confirmed. Why does that look weird? Why do these never line up? Why does this? Why? Why do you not line up, dude? Like, dude, come on, bro. Just line up. Line up my document. Come on. Crochet, Monica comes next month with Agatha. Do you think it's possible Patriot comes in November? Dude, I'm honestly curious because if he's supposed to be... Like, I think there are some champs that I wonder if they're just waiting for the MCU. Like, that Patriot Garrison spot has been on the map for a long time. And if Patriot fits on the new map, he fits in I think the science class. From the comics, yeah, he was skilled for a certain amount of time, and then he gets his granddad's blood, and then he becomes a science character. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I feel like the October is like the Guillotine symbiote month. I feel like Gladiator probably comes in August with somebody, and then September is an open month. November I feel like is an open month, but. We'll see. And it's hard because that Moonstone, like that Moon synergy too, if it's two characters, who's the other one? Is it Moon Girl? Is it Moonstone? Is it Silk? I mean, Silk already fits two other synergies. Do you think we could get Hobgoblin for October this year? October this year, no. There's just no tech class spots for him specifically. If they would have done it, they would have put Shocker and another mystery spot close to the Spider-Verse in the tech class. If you're talking about Mystic Hobgoblin, maybe, but I don't know. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, my mom just left. It's nice that we're still getting these champions. Yeah, when they originally made Summoner's Choice, they specifically said it's a popularity contest, and we kind of get the characters in order of what they win. So obviously we got Hercules first, then we got Omega, and then we got Quicksilver, and then we got Zemo, and now we've gotten Dani. And I feel like I missed someone else, but Veterans Day is in November. Yeah, that is true. I really started thinking about these things because obviously I factored Pride Month into my predictions because Shatterstar is actually pansexual, so I planned that. Well, after I picked them, actually I figured it out, but. It is Pride Month. Obviously, Dani, having a relationship with Wolfsbane, but also it's also Indigenous Month in Canada. So there was definitely seeds for Dani to be picked. So yeah, I do got to look at it as well. But also in November actually is Indigenous Month here in the U.S. So Forge could be November, or Shaman. That'd be a good month for doing another Alpha Flight spot. Where's my boy Billy? Dude, I feel bad for you, XN, because I cannot fit him in the cosmic class. Last year's Pride Month, we got Hulkling and Wiccan. Yeah, last year we got Hulkling and Wiccan. This year we got Dani. I mean, even last month we got Moondragon, so she has the same sex partner, Phil Lavelle, who you saw in the post-credit scene for Guardians. If you guys haven't seen that, sorry, spoiler. But you wouldn't know it, to be honest. Like, people are confused by that. So, but yeah, I feel bad for that. What was I about to say? I don't know. But let me get these photos picked up. Let me fix these photos. A lot of my stuff is just copy and pasting. Like, if you guys know Photoshop, it's like so easy just to boop, copy and paste. Where did my Monica photo go? What the heck? That's my Agatha. Oh, I guess I just didn't. I deleted it on accident. That's about right. I was hoping for a fight between Bill and Calark. Yeah, man, we need Annihilators, dude. Oraka was awesome in Guardians. Yeah, man. The Summoner's Choice champ versus second most wanted champ in MCOC wishlist. Yeah, because the first is Mystique. I do not know why. Dude, people just want Mystique so bad. I just don't know. Like, I get it, dude. She's super popular. I get it. But I think a lot of people... I'm surprised they haven't added Cosmic Spider-Man. What do you mean? They added Symbiote Spider-Man. Nah, I get you saying. Looks like I need to review the document. Yeah, I did see your thing like 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry I did not respond to that. My bad. So let me do this real quick. Dude, come on. I meant everything in the thing. But yeah, I was gonna, at the time, obviously, I'd do the champions. So, you know, I didn't want to say anything until we could talk about it. And Bowtie and Egatron and Frank Paladin and Mystic, we have all planned a roundtable discussion for the future of the Battle Realm, where we will be talking about the future of the contest the first weekend of July, probably the first Sunday of July, because if they're gonna post, and maybe I might need to move that up if they do release something for June 20th. So we'll talk about it. So yeah, that's just the thing. Let me copy something real quick. Where's Agatha? Where's Monica? Copy. Back to that, back to what are you? Stop doing that. Yeah, yeah. That's the wrong one. Yeah, I think the reason is just because there hasn't been really a place for him, and obviously, if we do get a Captain Universe, I don't think we should get Spider-Man. To be honest, I think we should just get the main user who was it for quite a couple of years. I forgot her name, but I would personally like that better. What is that? That was number 45. 45. Because I never really liked him as this Cosmic Spider-Man. I have the comic on my wall too. It's over there. Like, I specifically have that comic where it's from. But he doesn't really do any Spider-Man things. He's like, I much prefer like King of Black Venom that he uses it. Science could be since the explanation of her powers is that her genetic makeup was changed by the fact that she entered the Westview through the barrier. Tomorrow, yeah, that sounds right. Don't worry, Jay. I figured you may be busy. He just needs a serious buff. Yeah, so he's Spider-Man. Why would Monica be Science? Surely she'd be Mystic. So she wouldn't be Mystic. People assume because if you get your power, like, so basically she got her powers through cosmic means in the MCU because her DNA was already manipulated by being near Captain Marvel's cosmic Q powers. Then she goes through Westview and her DNA rewrites itself again from before and now, and that's what gets her powers. So it's through cosmic means, then mystic means, and then her powers are through the electromagnetic spectrum, which is science. In the comics, she was hit with like a science experiment, and she became Captain Marvel. So comics, science, MCU, technically 3 classes, but I still think with games and content characters, we're getting characters that are based off their abilities and not their origins. So that's why it would be science in my opinion. Now cosmic makes sense as well. I've debated both classes a lot. Trust me, I've debated it quite a lot. So yeah. Let's see here. Let me get my mystic. Let me get my cosmic. And obviously we've gotten all the Captain Marvels in the cosmic class too. So, you know, to get Monica out of the cosmic class would be kind of cool. Would be kind of cool. Where is my science class? Or what am I looking for? I'm looking for science. I'm looking for science. Dude, where did my science logo go? There we go. It's like the really bad one. Maybe William Nugan. I don't know. But you know, with a cosmic class, it seems like still Captain Universe, which definitely would be cosmic. Absolutely. It's just not on the table for this year. Do you think we should get Wonder Man in the game? Yes, I 100% think we should. And I think they should do Wonder Man. And I honestly was thinking about, they were thinking about doing the Masters of Evil. Like, you know, we're continuing the Masters of Evil, and Wonder Man was actually part of the Masters of Evil. So I would actually pretty much would love to if they did that. All right. So here's my map, by the way, guys. So, like, I've had Monica in the science class for a while now. And let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. A while now. Like, so. Was Shocker just a popularity pick? He was. Yeah, I mean, like, for Kabam, you're saying why Kabam chose Shocker? Well, I think the main reason they needed more techs. I mean, techs have been outdated quite a lot a while. So I think that's the main reason. What do you guys think? The class should go on the left or the right? Because I'm thinking the left. But also the Mystic logo always. I should put Harkness at the bottom, right? Yeah. So that's 38. If I could spell, story of my life. And I'd probably looks good the way. Tech class needs good champions, so bad compared to cheeses. Classes like Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic still has the most champions, which is why we're only getting 3 this year. I'm surprised there haven't been more events after Zemo bringing in more Massive Evil. Well, you're definitely true. They've kind of combined Hydra with Massive Evil, then Hydra just recently left. But we've had 2 events connected to it so far, so it's been pretty cool. We already got 4 techs this year. Yes, we have gotten Future Ant-Man, Viv Vision, Shocker, and now Lady Deathstrike. So that makes 4 tech characters. And we still have how many to go? Which, by the way, where do you guys think Lady Deathstrike goes? I've been debating this. Does she go here? Or does she go here because she has the techno-organic virus? And we saw Warlock has to do with the event quest, being in New Mutants. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just a thought. Because, like, I definitely think Ironheart fits here. We still got 2 more techs to go this year. Yeah, next be Warlock. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because, like, I wasn't sure if Warlock was going to be in the event. And she has the techno-organic virus, which is what Warlock is. It comes from his race, which Cable has. So you think at the top? Okay. Yeah. You know, she does have some... I was thinking, like, more... Because she has connections to Guardian, where she fought Alpha Flight. She has connections to all the Sentinels. But she doesn't really have a connection to... She doesn't need to connect to every character, but I try to. Like, obviously, you know, Viv connects to everyone but these 2 characters. And then Mystique connects to all 6. But yeah, okay. You guys think the top. Then I'm going to move... So then... We still think Tinkerer as an option for the Homecoming Crasher synergy, and then Bastion just because they have so many the spots are next to Sentinels. I don't know if there's anyone else, if you guys have ideas, but that's what I'm thinking. And Dani as well, I believe she's hashtag X-Force, so, but, you know, there's Sunspot right here, and Sunspot's in the event, so she's X-Force and New Mutants, and she actually she saved Wolverine's soul from Hela, and obviously she's, you know, her teammates from the X-Men, so it's like, does she go here or does she go X-Force? You know, it's really debatable. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Damien Hellstrom for next year? For next year, I'd like to see it. I don't know. I generally want to see him come to the game. I just don't know if Kabam want him to come to the game because his show didn't do well, which is kind of the reason why Inhumans didn't do well. We haven't gotten any since. So, I don't know. Dani looks like she has the same outfit as Kitty Pryde. Because Dani and Kitty Pryde are both wearing their classic X-Men outfit. That's pretty much why. Every X-Men member was issued a classic outfit. And then for Dani, she obviously for the New Mutants team, they wear their classic outfit just revived, basically. So, yeah. What about Hellcow? Yeah, Hellcow's debatable. Because Kabam seemed to have mentioned that, hey, oh yeah, she's coming, but then Gabriel left and she hasn't come. Okay. I think this looks good, unless I should move this over a bit. July, Agatha Harkness, Monica Rambeau. Do you think we'll get a morph someday? I would like to more. I mean, I would want Mimic over morph. Just because Mimic really has the powers of whoever he copies instead of just the appearance. So yeah. I missed your stream for the Titan pool. What did Kabam say? They said quite a lot. It would cost $20K. They said 18 characters. They're keeping it around 3 characters per class. They announced who's in the first pool. You can vote for the second pool, and then the third one is going to have one of each class, and then the 4 characters will be this month's characters, next month's characters, and then I forgot what the other 2 were. It was Crossbones and Hyperion. But the votes aren't going to be open, so it's going to be a multiple choice, like we saw with we saw with the Summoner's Choice, where you probably have to retweet something. So, you think they'll ever add Legion? I hope so. I really do. You know, to be fair though, if they're literally Dani's comic, her outfit in game comes from this comic, the New Mutants Return of Legion. Like specifically, the outfit comes from this comic. She did not have it. I don't. You know, unless they tease them with the synergy. But I don't think so. Or they mention him or something, maybe. But it's just the guy has 1,000,000 powers. How do you add someone to the game with 1,000,000 powers? You know what I mean? But I would die a happy person. You know what I mean? All right, let me put this into Google real quick so I do the spell check. Make sure I'm not stupid. Agatha Harkness spelled it right. Monica Rambeau. spelled correctly? Okay, good. Dude, I don't wanna mess up characters' names. I messed up Moondragon's name. I totally have always spelled Moondragon actually with a space between Moon and Dragon. So yeah, fun fact. Okay, I was making sure that wasn't my work. All right. Oh, that was the wrong screen. I'd like to see Sebastian Shaw added. Again, with the Fox movies, I just don't see it. In the comics, too, he's not really doing anything. He had the Hellfire Club, but Emma just completely took it over, and he joined the council, and was on it, but I don't know what they did. They did some story with him, but right now they're just focusing on Sinister at the moment. I don't know if I missed anything, so if I haven't said anything or if I missed... Okay, what about Hellstrom and Hellcat? Okay, there you go. Maybe Valentine's Day? Hellstrom and Hellcat. That's interesting. I don't know. We have seen mutant events happen in January, February. February is also Black History Month, so something to consider. They didn't do it this year. But, I mean, Zane's brown. He's not black, but... we didn't really get a black character this year, but we did get 2 last year, so just something to always consider. Patriot would be nice to get in February, just saying. Yeah, Shadow King would be dope. Shadow King would be cool. My peak month, though, I gotta say, will always be Legion and Beta Ray Bill, just as a homage to me and XN. What do you think they put Legion I think they should put Legion as an NPC because Legion right now is a huge part of Krakoa, and he literally the entire astral plane is in his head. He literally opened up the astral plane to everyone, and like everyone can like go in there, deal with their traumas and everything. Okay, someone might be at my front door. I'm gonna be right back. Muted. There you go. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I was laughing because you said Kabam's at my front door. They tell me to stop predicting, which is funny because like I feel like they kind of changed the way we predict now. The map is completely different with Gabriel leaving. The narrative roadmap is a lot different, you know. So it's funny. But yeah, that should be good. All right, so I wanted to bring up what do you guys think? So I want to bring up the map, and obviously, you know, I'm gonna move Lady Deathstrike to the top. I'm still gonna put Bastion or Tinkerer in the spot. Dani can either go in this corner or she can go right here, and then this is gonna be either Shatterstar still, which is a low chance now, or Dakin, because we had 2 Wolverine spots, but it's still debatable on that one. Now, if we're getting a Science and a Mystic, I think we could be looking. I want to look at other options. The only Science Mystic I really see is Shaman in the Mystic class and Puck in the Science class. And I don't think Puck, he is he's Gamma-fied, but he doesn't have any Gamma abilities. So I don't want to rule that out, but that's an option. We have Lizard or Patriot in the spot, but I don't really think they connect to a Mystic character. One day you wake up as David Haller, the next day is Jack Away, and the next, so it goes on. For sure. It's entertaining but trading at the same time. I try to limit the possibility of my other cells. It's not easy. I'm just God mutant, but it's not easy. Especially if they're the Shadow stalking you. My Shadow Stalker is the king. It's so good. You know what's cool? In the new comic, they actually showed Shadow King. I was talking about it earlier, where Legion opened up the astral plane to everyone. Astral. What is it called? The astral plane. Yeah, I'm trying not to say ancestral plane, so that's like completely different. The astral plane, and like the Shadow King is just chilling there. So it seems like David and Farouk have finally like settled their differences, which is cool. Are there any big Magic Hulk villains that could be added alongside Leader? Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, that's gonna be weird because Leader. So which is weird is Leader is supposed to be in. They've confirmed him for Cap 4. And they've confirmed Patriot for Cap 4. They've also confirmed the Serpent Society for Cap 4. Or I guess I haven't confirmed it, but with set leaks like Seth Rollins being on there and a couple other actresses and actors. Maybe the Serpent Society could be a Mystic character and they could tie in with the Leader. I still want my boy Patriot because there was a Captain America spot on the previous map, and it's either Patriot goes in the skill class, which, like I said, is. If you want to be faithful to the Patriot, he's got to be in the Science class. But I want him in the Skill class. I just think Leader makes the most sense, and maybe yeah. And if you're gonna put Leader on this map, you should have put him. Yeah, well, I guess you don't have a Hulk in the Skill class. But yeah, okay. I personally think the skill camp between Fury, Kraven, and rather than Patriot calling it Kraven is Kazar. Rather than Patriot calling back Kraven's in an event where he was in. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, there's just not like that's a good call. You're the first person to say that, so I'll write that down. Actually. Alright, you said Kazar for skill. For skill, next to Kraven. Dude, that spot I 100% think is the hardest spot on the entire map. Like, without a doubt, having to connect Night Thrasher, who connects to barely anyone besides the New Warriors and the mcoc characters. Like, I like Patriot for the spot, but then I also don't. And then, you know, Nigel Higgins, the British Punisher. Kazar, you're the first person to say that. I think I've said Silver Sable myself with, like, Kraven Connection and a few others. But, yeah, it's just a really difficult spot, and that's why I haven't really paid attention to it. Anyways. I forgot all about Wonder Man. Yeah, we were talking about Wonder Man earlier, actually. He would be Mystic, kind of. I was looking at his abilities. I don't know. But not this year, because his show, I think even is on, with the writer's strike, he's actually on hold because of the writer's strike. So, but yeah, I would like to add him. Cameron Hodge for the top spot in tech. Cameron Hodge. My brain is like not remember who that is. Okay. Is this the Purifier dude? Okay, he also has the techno-organic virus. Yeah, And not. I think Bastion's more popular, personally, but not a bad pick. I'll write it down. All right. What are the fire? What about? I think they're done with. They're straight up done with heralds. We have 4 heralds in the game. Do we have 4 heralds in the game? Got Terrax, got Airwalker, got CGR, and Silver Surfer. Yeah, we got 4. Yeah, I think they're done. And like I said, they're wrapping up the Galactus storyline. And yeah, it just seems like they're done with it. Yeah, they've made references to Stardust by calling Aegon Stardust. So I think Stardust is off the table. Frankie Ray Nova. I don't think we kind of just have Human Torch. Same with Firelord is like, I just don't think so. Especially how everyone hated. Apparently, a lot of people just hated Sunfire with the Summoner's Choice. So I don't think they're gonna be interested in a fire heavy character anymore. Sadly. All right. Yeah, I know you're a huge Fantastic Four fan, dude. Hopefully they do another Fantastic Four event. But we have gotten a lot though. You gotta realize, you got Super Skrull, you got Psycho Man, you got all 4 Heralds, you got the Fantastic Four, you got Annihilus. Like we have several characters that I wouldn't even think would come to the game, but they did. Oh, Mole Man was the other one. Yeah. All right. So is there any other science cosmic? So I keep saying cosmic. Science mystic combos you guys could think of? Like Spiral's a weird one because I don't know who to parry her with unless it's Shatterstar for the X4 spot, or even where I have Dani, and then it's just those 2 characters. Is there anyone from the Cosmic that hasn't come to the game? Is there anyone from the comic that hasn't come to the game? Like, which comic do you mean? You mean the MCOC comic? Or do you mean Cosmic Class? Another Fantastic Four character that would be... Yeah, Sharon Ventura would be interesting. I still think probably not. Just because she thing... yeah, I just don't think they're interested in. She's basically a gender swap thing, basically. You know what I mean? MCOC comics, yeah. So for the MCOC comics, we don't have Ares, we don't have British Punisher, we don't have Blue Marvel, Stick. We've gotten everyone else. Yeah, like main roster. We've gotten, because most of them were variants, and then we've gotten them over the years since then. Shikla and Frankenstein's monster. Those are just so weird characters. Definitely not. Yeah, Blue Marvel, 100% agree. Which maybe Blue Marvel is a science character. I still think Monica is more... If it was a Cosmic Science month, I think it would be Monica in the Cosmic Class, or even Blue Marvel in the Cosmic Class and Monica in the Science. But because of it, what it is, I just think it's Monica. And this just makes the most sense. But yeah, do you guys have Cannonball? Yeah, it would be cool. Again, but they just don't seem... Empower Man. Victor Alvarez. I thought Blue Marvel was in the underdog vote. Yes, he was in the underdog vote. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, that did confirm he can't come this year. But if he ever did come, I think DLL said he would be the one to make his kit. So Gorgon. Well, I hate to break it to you, Gorgon's kind of off the table with Moondragon coming to the game. So because this definitely would have been the Inhuman spot in the skill, But maybe the spot, but just nah. Power Man probably skill. Again, I think they're kind of done with variants. We have Luke Cage, obviously is the second Power Man. Totally awesome Hulk over the leader and Kid Nova. Yeah, Braun, I've debated for sure. Especially because if Ironheart comes to the game right here, who does she come with? Does she come with Patriot? We have a Champions Young Avengers crossover, or does Ironheart come with her Champions member, Braun, which would be cool. So that I've debated that one, but Kid Nova, I'm definitely off the table in my opinion. Loki is too lonely in the game. He needs a female Loki. No, Loki needs a buff. That's what he needs. And this spot, you know, is I definitely Agatha and Spiral is like the only two characters I could think, because Agatha connects to these two and Spiral connects to Longshot with the Mojoverse. But that's like the only characters I can think of. Kushala, you know, connected to Hood. Silence connecting to, you know, another Mystic Symbiote connected to the other Mystic Symbiote. Kushala obviously connected to Ghost Rider too. Just Braun over Leader and Kid Nova over Scream already. And, you know, I have Scream here, but it's just a placeholder because, like I said, Gladiator can either go here or he can go here. And this other Cosmic spot, I'm debating on who, like, they can still do Moonstone in November too. Think about it. That's what I'm curious on. Like, do the Moonstone and maybe Forge or Kushala would be cool. Yeah, Sylvie would be cool. I've debated her on the spot, but with her like not being in the MCU this year, maybe with Loki, maybe, but no, we'll see. She wasn't shown at least. Since it's in Science and Mystic, that really does narrow things down. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, that's actually what I like. Literally what I predicted for July. I've shown people my maps, and I literally had Agatha and Monica next to each other for July. So I like that it's going according to plan, but I just want to be sure because obviously I wasn't sure on June and paid the price for it. Hey, try not to spam, dog. Please try not to spam. I will time you out. Alright, dude. You gotta go in timeout, man. Seriously. Too much. Yeah. And, you know, this spot, this guillotine character, block button goes crazy, yeah. He's timed out. You can't spam in here. Like, I'm hoping a Guillotine Von Doom character connect to Mephisto, connect to these two characters. Shaman obviously connects to him. But, I don't know what anyone else thinks, but that's what I'm going to go. I'm going to post these picks today. My July predictions. I mean, I pretty much said it since the beginning of the year, too. Because back then we thought, you know, it was coming out. So, yeah, kind of crazy it's not coming out, but it's not the first time we've seen delays of movies still release a character. Dude, what is going on? Hold on, my thing just really messed up. There you go, show bookmarks. Scream could go in either spot as well. Yeah, just because like you got the Red Goblin part, and then but you also have the Venom Pool spot. Who is Spiral? Spiral is a six-armed lady from the Mojoverse, and last year's map had a Mojoverse spot. I thought that was Shatterstar, but obviously with Shatterstar at least being knocked off the table for this month, I think Spiral kind of fits in better. I wonder if we're still going to. I wonder if we're still going to go Zero Samurai. I think not. I think, like I said, I assumed they were going to do I assumed they were going to do Silver Samurai and Lady Deathstrike the same month. Them not doing that, I think just complete, and them not having enough spaces for Silver Samurai, unless he is that mutant spot and he's with Mystique, which would be really strange. I'm not really feeling Silver Samurai, and I took him off my skill list because I just don't think so. All right. I'd like to see him in the game. I really hope you write with Agatha, another Fantastic Four related character. Spiral is crazy animated X-Men. Yeah, for sure. She's nice. Mystique is highly unlikely. In my opinion, that spot has to be Dani. You think it's Dani? Really? Really? Like, I mean, like, that's actually kind of a shock to me. I mean, she has, like, no connection to Toad, no connection to Magneto. And, like, I just don't think so. Like, literally, if Dani has to either go by her teammate, Sunspot, or the X-Force, because she was part of the X-Force, like, I really don't see her going here at all. Spiral and Silver Samurai together? Yeah, but then again, where do you think Silver Samurai goes in the mutant class, or does he go in the skill class? Because I wanted to put him in the mutant class, but I settled for skill class. But now I just don't feel like with that Moon synergy, if it's not Silk, obviously it is Dani, but there's another spot for it. So it's either Moon Girl, Moonstone, or Silk, and it's like I don't want to fit all three on the map. You know what I mean? Because it's literally an event with Sunspot. Yeah, and same with Dani with Lady Deathstrike. Yeah. Okay. So you like this pick? Okay, because like I wasn't sure because she's gonna be. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be #X-Force because there is no New Mutants tag in the game. So it's just, you know, like I said, I mean, I don't think Deathstrike has the X-Force tag, and obviously she's not in the mutant class. So yeah, I guess I'll leave Dani here, and hopefully this is Forge or Shatterstar, hopefully, and maybe they do just do Shatterstar and Agatha, because basically there was two Clan of Wolverine spots on the map. And obviously we know now one is Lady Deathstrike, like I predicted. The other one I had was Silver Samurai. And I thought they were going to be the same month, and that's why I had Lady Deathstrike for the half of the year, not the beginning half. So now it's just kind of like, okay, if it's Forge, then who does he go with? Does he go with Shaman? Or if it's Shatterstar, does he go with Spiral, and etc. It's really a rabbit hole. So I'm hoping we get some type of narrative roadmap part 2. July 2023, Champions predictions. Agatha, okay, yeah. I think that works. All right, I'm going to post these on the socials. I don't know if anyone has any other opinions. Do you think we can get Calling Wing? No. People thought when I said what who came to the game? Misty Knight had the synergy for Heroes for Hire, and it became Black Cat, like I predicted. But a lot of people thought Calling Wing, and I just with like I said with the Defenders, and she's not even she hasn't been in the comics for a long time, and like maybe appearance here and there. But since the Defender show, I don't think she showed up, so I just don't think it's likely. And she's not a dragon, like she's not an Iron Fist in the comics. Like that's not a thing. The other Clan of Wolverine has to go next to the other Wolverines, meaning Dani's either next to Domino and Deadpool or Professor X is more likely. Yes. So, like I said, Mystique could be the Clan of Wolverine spot. Or Dani's the Wolverine spot, and the X-Force spot is the X-Force spot on the last map. Because I still think it's Forge for the X-Force spot. I still feel it. Like, I just don't know. Like, why? Havoc has never been part of the X-Force. And on the previous map, Havoc was in the X-Force. That's not a thing from the comics. That's only from a comic where he fought the X-Force with Cable was on the team of X-Force. So was Forge. And that's where Havoc fights them. But it's nowhere has Havoc ever been part of the X-Force. He's been part of X-Factor, and that was him versus the X-Force. But that's never been a thing. And so I think they were specifically teasing that comic. So, yeah, that's what I think at least. Maybe we can get a Nighthawk. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nighthawk is another team where Kabam just seemed to not be interested in, Squadron Supreme. Same with Inhumans. They just don't really care for. Or maybe Marvel just doesn't care for. Okay, that was weird. Discussion. Alright, I want to post on Reddit, see what people think. You know, like I think the only thing I can maybe is Puck and Shaman, or yeah, like who would be a sign? Like, I feel like that's the only good one. I think Nighthawk will be in Daredevil Born Again. I've seen many leaks for Daredevil Born Again. I have not seen Nighthawk, so I don't know if that's just a theory or something. I agree with Jade due to information we have been given. Yeah. Which I don't want everyone to agree with me. I think that's kind of why we all kind of boggled our mind and skipped over Dani, because we all talked about Dani, but we just like, nah, she's not iconic enough. And then boom, she was the iconic X-Men. A lot of people thought it was iconic mutant. I don't know why people thought it was iconic mutant, and that's why, oh, it's got to be Mystique, but they specifically said X-Men. And we were like, okay, that's got to be Forge, that's got to be Banshee, that's got to be this, and we just skipped over Dani because we were like, she's not iconic enough, and look what it was. We will have lots of surprises there. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait a bit for Samurai Jack. I mean, Silver Samurai. Dude, Samurai Jack is such a cool show. I love it. All right. I think we're gonna post these predictions. Ooh, they uploaded the photo, so that's cool. Forge would have been a better pick. I don't know. Forge would have been a better pick than Dani, because I love them both. In fact, I probably like Dani more, just like I said, because I am a Legion fan. And you know, Forge is a character too where he could be tech. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're interested in doing mutants outside of their classes anymore. So that's just something to think about. They wanted to pair Mystique with Forge or something, but like maybe this Bastion will tinker her spot, which will switch Lady Deathstrike with. Maybe Forge and Adversary. Adversary, I don't think so. It's just such a niche character in literally that X-Force comic, which again was from that X-Force comic with Cable, by the way. So maybe though, it'd be really weird for Adversary to do it. I mean, they've done one appearance characters before, so it wouldn't be off the topic. I'd say it says iconic mutant hero, which threw us off. Did it? Because I literally just looked at it and it said iconic X-Men. Like, they specifically say X-Men. Like, I like, literally threw me off. It threw me off.
Ultimately stopping Galactus, Hero will arrive, and with them the only hope for ultimately stopping Galactus, and in June, and with them the only hope. Finally, in June, an iconic X-Men hero will.
Yeah, it says X-Men. Like, I've like listened to it so many times. Like, everyone thought it was a mutant, and they specifically say X-Men mutant hero, or X-Men hero.
Arrive, and finally, in June, an iconic X-Men hero will arrive.
Yeah, iconic X-Men hero. Did Marvel announce a new Punisher season? If you've seen the leaks, there is apparently, yes. They're planning it, but not official. All right, I will be right back. I think that person's here to do it, so I'll be right back. Mom told me someone was coming by to buy that box set. I Hello? Test, 1, 2. Okay. Whew. What was I doing? And so usually get one champ for December. I'm thinking Mystique would fit nicely. I'm thinking great way to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I've been talking to the MK about it. But also this map has specifically an even number amount of characters, so I think we should plan for 2 characters a month. Also, when they talked about the Titan crystals, they said champions released, and then they specifically said but not trophy champions. So I am definitely going to plan for 2 characters in December. I'm going to go do stuff, got stuff to do. Thanks a lot. Dude, I appreciate it, Ziv, for coming by. So much fun to stream. I miss it a lot. So how's everybody going, Reed? Yeah, it did. Yeah, both sides. It wasn't you. It was like so many people were saying mutant, and it just, I was like, I rewatched it like so many times. I was like, dude, I don't know how you guys are getting mutant, and it confused me. I can see Forge in the tech spot where you have Lady Deathstrike. Yeah, but that's true. I want to put Forge in the tech spot, but they don't seem to be carrying. They don't want to. Newbie says Lizard and Spiral. That is a crazy pair. I'll tell you that. Gladiator month in December has 1 spot available. With them showing us as an early thing of Gladiator this month, later in the celebration stream, I don't think they're going to do Gladiator in December. You know what I mean? Gladiator month and December has 1 spot available. I don't know what you mean by that, actually. Can you explain that, Magnus? For your predictions that you have gotten finished yet for October, Silence, who is the other character? I think this Kabam original character. Last map, they had a Kabam. They had a character tied to Purgatory. And they made concept art for a Guillotine Von Doom, which was the person after Queen Hassan lost her blade. It became Latveria. Languria became Latveria, and it was like a Latvian guillotine during that time, and connected. I think that's that character, but I don't know. Jay, what if I told you about Spider-Man Noir and the Lizard? Would it be cool? Where do you think Spider-Man Noir goes? Like, I feel like Spider-Man Noir, we kind of got shafted by getting Stealth Suit. Like, I would have preferred Noir. And now that we have Stealth Suit, now it's like a weird similarity in how visually they look similar. Yeah, but yeah, Guillotine Von Doom. Because Latvian Guillotine was supposed to be like a baron for the Guillotine House in Emrock, and so Von Doom has to do with Doom and the Latvian story, the Langurian Hassendat story. It's a long video explaining it all that that's on my to-do list. Ant-Man Future isn't highlighted because the only highlighted ones are when this map came out, and this map came out in April, so that's why or it came out. No, it came out. They came out in April, or it came out. Why did I say April? It came out in March, the beginning of March, right? I don't know. March or the end of February. It was something like that. Oh yeah. When's the last time they released 4 female characters in a row? Dude, I actually have no idea. And another weird, cool thing is we actually got 6 female characters and 6 male characters. So that's kind of cool. Gladiator at the latest will be September. Yeah, definitely at the latest will be September. I think, with Hercules coming in July, Quicksilver coming in August, Gladiator either comes in August or comes in September for sure. There's coming alongside Gladiator and 1 champ. There's 1 champ coming alongside Gladiator and 1 champ in December. Got you. Yeah, that is just a weird sentence. That confused me. Yeah, I mean, because I don't think Gladiator has anything to do with December. They also haven't confirmed if they're doing one character, or they have not confirmed. I mean, they just teased a trophy champ, I feel like. And like I said, there's enough spots to only be even on this map. So I feel like you have to plan for 2 champs in December. You know, obviously one's probably going to be a trophy champ, which I planned for Deadpool Supreme to come this year, but they didn't seem to be interested in that. Spider-Rex and Spider-Cat. I thought it came out in February. Then it came out in February. I'm just trying to remember. It just was before March's characters were announced, which is why they're highlighted. All right, I think that's everything, man. I didn't post on Instagram because I don't usually do it. I didn't post on YouTube either. Okay, let me do that real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Man, that's what I've been forgetting to post to, and is on YouTube. My bad. I meant Night Monkey. Spider Monkey. Yeah, I know what you meant. he's pretty much called both in that movie, actually. I'm surprised they didn't call him Spider Monkey. Like, why? I don't know. They do call him in that movie Spider Monkey and Night Monkey, but his actual nickname he chooses and then stakes is Night Monkey for that movie, and it's just like Spider Monkey would have been cooler. You know, I'm a Ben 10 fan, so that's what I thought. All right, Reddit's posted. The forums it's posted. YouTube is posted. Twitter it's posted. Yeah, Ben 10. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, this stream was cool. If you guys missed it, they are planning a live in Vancouver, British Columbia, a Battleground Brawl, which will be a tournament and an event where you can go. Any person can go. I don't know if they're gonna do tickets or they're just gonna do a venue and we show up and be like, hey. I grew up on Ben 10. Like, I literally, the original series, I was watching it as it came out. The Ben 10 Alien Force. Once Omniverse came out, that's when I stopped. But yeah, I watched Alien Force, Ultimate Alien Force, and then Ultimate Alien Force was my last one. Someone who can ban listens needs to tell them to kick Nick Fury's to fit. What is Nick? So why do you say fix Nick Fury's size in the game? Someone else has mentioned that before. Yeah, dude, excellent. I'm saying I'm gonna talk to Bam and see if we can do a live excellent interviews there. I think that'd be so cool. Like, get a little like table or something, or maybe we get some walking microphones. I think it'd be fantastic. Like, I don't know about you. All right. Yeah, Nick Fury's size is medium. Like, I know people have mentioned large before. Did they show the Titanpool? Zundog, they did. They showed the Titanpool. Yes, they did. Look at Jim when you go into a fight. He's taller than XL champions. Look at him. Well, yeah, I mean, he's still medium. There are a lot of characters that should be larger than they are, if dependent, like, the way they look in game, but yeah. He's still gonna be medium. He's just a regular human dude with the LMD model. Samuel Jackson. I hope they do some type of secret invade. Like, I mean, I wonder if we'll get anything for the show coming out. Imagine a 2-star Nick Fury. Be pretty sick. Yeah, he looks weird. Oh yeah, so you want to see the Titanpool. Let me get that for you real quick. Let me get that for you real quick.
Tyrion, it's different because he is just, if you don't have a
group 3, which is what we've been talking about, is like, who are these 2 mystery characters? So this is the third pool, basically. So the first pool is these 6 characters. You get Strife, Guardian, Sorcerer Supreme, Callie. You get Mr. Negative. You get Atuma. You get Odin. And then the second pool, you vote for on Twitter. So they're going to start voting this week, actually. And then for the next 2 weeks, you vote for one character to come from each class. And it'll be multiple choice where I'm guessing you retweet like the underdog vote. And maybe I should create an Agatha concept. Yes, do it. And great thing about it is terminology. Where is it? Terminology. All item terms. They even said what her kit would be about. They said Agatha creates magical prison on the battlefield. While inside of it, she absorbs the opponent's powers and takes them for herself. She can choose to spend this power more easily to defeat her opponent or take it with her face. Future enemies, she steals powers from opponents with enough of it to gain a crossfight to symbolize the new power she gained. This crossfight would potentially boost her core attributes, perhaps grant her additional abilities. Which then they mentioned the original week was a powerful, clever sorcerer who lived for centuries learning all about mystic arts. And I found out they actually commissioned this drawing, so we're 100% getting the WandaVision version. Like, I think 100%. Like I said, we've seen Sam Wilson come a year after her show. We've seen Kate Bishop come a year after her show. Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic to get her. Where are your 2023 predictions? So I've done. So far, it's July. I showed them earlier on the stream, but I haven't really... With the narrative roadmap, we are basically told one of the characters. Like, this month, we're told one X-Men character. For July, we're told one Guardians member. For April, we're told one Spider... Well, we were told one Spider... We were told a Spider-Verse... They showed only Spider Heroes, and there's 2 Spider Villains joined, which I predicted, but, I picked Lizard over Shocker. March, we were told Champions, Young Avengers. February, we're told Ant-Man. January, we're told Masters of Evil. They have not told us any of the events besides just the 2 classes for July. So it's like, okay, well, now I have to only look at the mystery synergies and the state of the battle map to then match up 2 characters. Like, no one predicted Lady Deathstrike coming with Dani because they have no comic connection. Unless I missed it, but you know what I mean? Yeah. If it was David Hasselhoff version, I would be a few inches taller as he has my hair. Oh yeah, that was a thing. That's pretty funny. The white Nick Fury, as I call him. Jay, I think I know what I'm doing today. Reference to Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is also a great show. Summer vacation. All right. Yeah, man. Let me know how that Agatha things go. I'll retweet it for sure. Same with the Legion one. I need to check that out as well. Okay, Reddit. Excited. So yeah, people have been asking me, what's for July? What's for July? And so it's posted. So definitely people are agreeing with me. If you disagree, let me know, because like people did predict Dani. Like, I don't want to say people were out there, and even Egatron predicted Lady Deathstrike for June. So it's not like everyone was wrong, because I won't say, no one predicted the 2 pair, but people did predict one of the character, because Egatron predicted Lady Deathstrike, and then quite a few characters picked Dani. I personally didn't think she was iconic enough, and hey, paid the price for it. So all right, I think that's where I'm gonna end the stream as well. So I see people are leaving the chat. What about August, September, and October, man? That's what I'm saying. Like I still think Forge is coming. I think a Symbiote is coming. I think a Guillotine character is coming. I think Gladiator is coming. So I think Gladiator is coming in August. In August or September, we have we got Patriot, we got the Leader, we got Moon Girl. It's a lot to think about. So it's hard because you have to not only pick who you think is coming to the game, but then pair who they're coming to the game, and then you got to pick which 2 characters are coming to the game, and then which month they're coming. And then you got to think about, okay, well, if November is Veterans Month, okay, but November is also Indigenous Month in the U.S. and around the world. Okay, well then, it's a lot to think about, and a lot of pairs don't make sense. Like, Mantis and Mantis and Jessica Jones absolutely made no sense. The only reason Mantis came was for the gifting crystals. So yeah, it's a lot to think about of like how do you even pair two characters, and that's why I paired Shatterstar and Forge, because Forge iconic X-Men, and then Forge X-Force and Mutants. But yeah, it's a lot to think about, and that's why I think we're gonna do the stream in July. We're gonna do the first weekend of July, or maybe the weekend of June 20th. I'll make sure with everyone if they can do that. If they show the future of the game, if it's celebrating the game, I assume it's gonna celebrate the future of the game. So yeah, that's I think that'll do it for the stream. I'm very, very, very excited. Hope you guys are too. I'll see you guys later. It's been a great stream. I don't even know how long we've been streaming for, actually. Like 3 hours? 3 hours? Let's see here. 3 hours? Yep, 3 hours exactly. Bam. All right, guys. Peace out, everyone. Hope you guys have a great night, great day. 1:30 here. See you guys next time. I'm working on dialogue videos for April, May, and June. Once June comes out, but I want to be ready. We're working on the Mystery Synergy update because Dani has got to be that synergy for Moondragon, and yeah, that'll be it for me. See you guys later.